Hello? Good morning, everybody, and happy birthday, Adam! It's Flatfuck Friday. We should have known that Adam would be born on a Flatfuck Friday. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Wait. And Sun. And Becca and Wine and Yana. My friends and Timmy. Yay. Sheep. And good morning, Sauce. Yeah, the little pixel guy's on the table. I put him there. It's where he lives. So don't criticize him. He's perfect. I fixed my music widget at unimaginable cost. Alright, Ave Maria. It's over. There's not going to be any more Aves. I think that Kim could take a drink from the Pixel Cup. I would let him. I wouldn't let a lot of people, but I would let him. Why is the game updating? I just downloaded this. Hello? Okay. Okay. Capture, please. Oh, my son is still here. My son. Okay, I think that my boy, either you have to get very small. Wait. Yeah, dude. Wait. Yeah, dude. You can't even see him. You can't even fucking see him anymore. They rise. There's two of them. This is so quiet. Oh my god. It's gonna be okay, man. Alright, so... Welcome to Cozy Bookbinding Simulator. Trigger warning, swearing, mentions of child abuse, mention of physical and emotional abuse, mental health issues such as anxiety, PTSD, suicidal thoughts, elitism, mentions of sexism, mentions of queerphobia, graphic depictions of blood and death of a child. Okay, so think about that before we start binding books, okay? Sheep, so we played the demo for people who weren't here. We played the demo. I had this in my wish list because I love decorative games, and I was like, absolutely. And it's about you being like an escaped convict for like murdering the king. Like, shit's fucking nuts. You have a conversation with a childhood friend about whether or not like taking a life is worth it for like the good of the many. It's It's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So, one second, let me adjust chat again. So if you don't want that, well, I don't know what to say to you, okay? That's why we're all so excited, because shit's about to get fucking nuts, okay? Be careful. Watch out. Oh! They Them Bookbinder. What's our name? Faye, get ready. What's our name? Just Booker? Bookman? Book? Hashtag my book? No, Timmy. Book they. No, Guys, this game's gonna get fucked up and dark and twisted. I can't be reading out book they. I can't be doing that. The killer. Paige. Adam. Adam, it's a good one. The dog room. Books in the dog room. Paige is actually good. Wait, Paige is actually good. That's good stuff. That's the kind of cleverness that I'm into. Ebony Darkness, Dementia Raven Way. Paige, Darkness. Hello? Hey, I can be really long. Hello? It can be really long? Okay, well, it's not even a question then. Thank you. Thank you, bookbinding sim creators. To ruin one's own fate by twisting someone else's, to return to the life you wanted to escape from, to be afraid, weak, and closed, to be different, to be a magician. What does all of that mean to you? I have tinnitus again? I checked it before stream and I didn't have tinnitus. Come on, man. Alright, 1 second. Hashtag my tinnitus? Is it still bad? Is it still bad? What are we doing? The game started and my tinnitus! Come on, dude. Faye, only you can save me. Only you can hear the tinnitus. Maybe you need to go to a hospital. What do you mean? What do you mean? Is it still happening for you? I can keep adjusting. I can keep adjusting. And then... How about now? Is it worse? Now it's worse. Yay! That's what I like to hear, baby. I love to hear that it's worse. I can see it on my fucking... on my levels. Are you kidding me? The screaming. Is it happening again? You guys have to keep telling me. You have to keep typing. Oh my god. We might be cooked. Are we cooked? How cooked are we? I unplugged it. I blew in the port, you know, because that's the classic way that we do it. Hello? Hello? My bones? I mean, it's definitely a connection issue. If I don't talk, it's gone. Well, that's nice. Thanks. Okay, let's go here. Okay. Hello? Oh, that made it so much worse. Oh my god, that made it so much worse. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, we fucked it. Oh, we fucked it, everyone. Unplug. Okay. Okay. What? No. No. No! Why? Why are we so why are we so loud? I might have just broken it. I might have just broken my microphone entirely. So that's fun. Okay. Oh. It's not. Why is it so loud? It's not. The thing is, it doesn't matter if there's a noise gate. It's not a noise that's coming from outside of the microphone. It's the microphone itself. I know I'm very loud. I'm watching it happen. What if I turn it down? But then, like, but now loudness can be fixed, but like, why did it do that? Like, why did it do that? What does that mean that it went really loud? Does that mean that the mic is fucked? Why did it do that? Why? No, there's no they on this screen. Well, it's not buzzing anymore, but do I sound bad? I I don't understand, is the problem. And the problem is that if I so much as even bump my microphone, I'm scared it's gonna fuck up again. I don't know. I don't know for sure. Oh no. Well, here's me in a video game. Now I'm stressed out. Now I'm stressed out. Is there supposed to be music? Oh no. There is. Now I can't hear. Something happened. Something happened to me. Something very, very terrible happened to me. Hello? Well, I've figured out the problem. Hello? What the fuck? What the fuck? The source? How do I sound now? I had to change the source and it was flickering on and off from the microphone itself. Okay, well, Jesus fucking Christ. Well, now I'm in a bad mood. Now I don't want to play video games because I'm in a bad mood and it's gonna greeble me. I'm gonna start biting and chewing and kicking and screaming and biting and chewing and biting. And I'm fucking greebled. And I'm greebled On top of everything else, I'm fucking greebled. Also, is my mic clipping? I can't tell. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Faye, it's fine. I need a new microphone. It's very, 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 very sick. It's so ill. Ah! I sound like a streamer. Well, thank God. Because that's me, baby. Me and my tiny son. Alright. This is Nathaniel. He's our friend. And we knew him. I can hear the game now. This is Nathaniel, our friend, and he's here to talk to us about the fact that we live in his house now. This is his store, and we live here. I don't know what voice to give him. I want to take you. I don't want, because you're a prominent figure in my life. I don't want to give you like a silly voice, because you're present, and you're also like the killer. Now I'm putting too much pressure on it. It's all falling apart. It's all falling apart. We're just gonna figure it out as we go. Anyway, to be honest, I still don't understand why you come to me of all people. At our last meeting, you said you hate me. I have nowhere else to go. Why not stay in the capital? Haven't you made me friends in 5 years? Your sudden escape shortly after your lord's death seems suspicious, to say the least. Oh, ding dong. He fell off his horse. I had nothing to do with it. If you say so. I need to make sure you're still a good bookbinder. Take this book, change its cover to, I don't know, the velvet one, and make it look mystical like it's an expensive grimoire. I'll sell it to some fool for triple the price. No. I did the tutorial. I know about it. Velvet. Okay. The Commoner's Manual. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where's my guy? Where's my guy from the tutorial? There he is. My calling card. This guy. No matter what the book is. There he is. They'll all know that I did it. They'll all know that it was me. Wow, glittery moon. And demon. No, demon, you don't fit here. What about horned beast? Yep. Hobo figure. First of all, how dare you? Second of all, how dare you? Oh, fuck. Okay, go away. How do I change this color? I don't remember. Just by doing this, okay. Yeah, man. The stencil's there. Maybe you can't see him, but he's there, and so is my guy. Not bad. Where'd you even get this book? From the public library. Yes, there's a public library in the town now. The author of the book's a local nobleman. No wonder he doesn't know commoners can't read. It was printed a couple years ago to teach them obedience so that the nobles would beat them a little less often, as if that would help. What's wrong? You went pale. Nothing, I'm just tired. The day's just begun. Get to work. I'll come to check on you tomorrow. Don't make me regret I took you in, Page Darkness Dementia Ravenway. Hell yeah, brother. Good morning. Are you open? Of course you are. You just rang the bell. Sorry, I always say stupid things when I'm nervous. You're a bookbinder, right? Oh, I'm doing this again, aren't I? Asking obvious questions. It's hard for me to talk to new people, but I couldn't just walk by. We need more artisans, because if the town doesn't earn money, it doesn't develop. So welcome. I'm Agate. Like the gem. Guess you don't have a lot of customers yet. I'd love to be one of them. Can you decorate my textbook with an autumn theme, please? Yeah. Imagine taking your book to someone else and being like, put stickers on this for me. Like, pumpkin. Banananini. Wait. This should be our signature guy. He's holding it. Wait. Banananini. Beautiful, powerful, incredible energies, incredible power. Thank you very much. I've always wanted to decorate my textbooks. Why doesn't anyone make decorated textbooks? They're always so plain. Forgive me for asking, my lady, but are you a magician? I wish, but no, I attend tarot reading classes as a free listener. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't upset that I'll never be able to put theory into practice, be able to change people's lives for the better by the wave of your hand, to make fate itself bend to your will. So much responsibility, yet so many opportunities. What about you? Are you a magician? Oh. Do we want to be a liar who lies, or a truther who truths? Also, sheep, I'm so glad. Eva, rise. I'm the truther. No, we gotta protect ourselves. I'm going truthing. No, I'm not. It's such a rare gift, even among the nobility. I don't think I've ever met a magician from the artisan class. But that's not a bad thing, is it? Even if you were born a magician, you'd be forbidden from doing readings. Of course, there are exceptions, but as far as I know, you need to be very talented for a noble to decide to hire you. And although I'm lucky enough to be a noblewoman, I don't think my parents would be happy if magic flowed in my blood. I'm talking too much, aren't I? I should probably go. To be perfectly honest, the textbook is not the only reason I came here. I'm writing a research paper for university about lower classes and their problems. I'm convinced that understanding these problems can persuade the nobility to pay attention to them, so I go around asking artisans questions about their lives, but no one wants to talk to me. Or to be more precise, they give me vague answers. Perhaps you want to participate? Oh my god, girl. My lady. I would be happy to, my lady, but we... I'm thinking about the Skyrim video again. Girl, it's a nice thought, but like, my god. I'm on the run. I would rather not. No need to apologize, I understand. Thank you for helping me with the textbook. It was a pleasure to meet you. I'll come by in a few days, alright? See you later, and thank you. Good afternoon, name's Stefania. I work at the public charity library. One of our books is in terrible condition. It's Nathaniel said you replace its cover. It's a romantic novel, really popular with the youth. They read it to shreds. If it keeps going down, it'll fall apart. So Nathaniel offered me a discount. Mighty kind of him. So apart from the cover put on the book, put those little metallic corners for better protection, you know? Hollows and swallows. Okay. I feel like it should be durable, like leather, you know? The thing about this that pisses me off is that when you edit the book, you cover up the title. Is that cool? Like, how will anybody know that this is the porn they're looking for? Where is he? There he is. He's hiding in the spindle. Amelie? Gotta look at the tags, of course. Can I add text? No. God, no. Oh. Wait. Why can I add a sticker from a book I just did, but not the... What are you fucking talking about? Okay, well, no one gets to know what this is. Fuck you. Yeah, it looks much better now. Answers marked with I symbol provide additional information about the world and characters, but are optional. Okay. How do you know Nate? Sir Nathaniel is a benefactor of our library. Nate, a benefactor, hard to believe. He's a good man. The youths love him. This isn't a romantic novel, it's a collection of vulgar verses. That explains why the book's so loved. Well, I don't care what folks are reading as long as they're reading, you know? It's that chance to become something more than a dirt digger, and if they gotta get a bit too excited over the process, so be it. We teach them math and writing if we could, but textbooks are too pricey. No one's gonna donate them to us, so we have to make do with what we have. Thank you. Thank you for helping me, so Nathaniel was right about you. Of course. Hey friend. I'm in a hurry, so can you please serve me quickly? I'm delivering a package to Noble. I want to look my best. This notebook I've been using for years looks poor, for lack of another word, but I don't want to throw it out. Too many memories. Can you wrap it in leather? Theo Bramble. I can wrap it in leather, and guess what else I can do? See, why can I put hollows and swallows on this man's journal? Why are they letting me do that? That's crazy. Faye, I don't even know. Yeah, I've never heard of that. I don't know what that is. Wait. Wait, he's gonna be on the back of it. They're never gonna know. He's climbing the spine. There he is. Oh my god, Faye, I want that. You can clearly see the hand of a true master here. A very neat work. I could never do this, even if I were top of the best masters. My hands are too clumsy. What's that book in your bag? I'm not even sure if you, or I, for that matter, am allowed to look at it. It's intended for an important person, a noble, as I already mentioned. I don't think they'd be pleased if they found I was blabbering about their package. Theo Bennett, your name sounds familiar. I doubt we've met before, but you probably knew my father. I was named after him. He used to work in the artisans' quarters. May his soul rest in peace. Now that I'm looking to you, did you happen to live in the orphanage? I did. Why? Page Darkness Dementia Raven Way? Is that you? My goodness, now I do remember. We lived in the same building for a whole year, just on different floors. I was a little kid and you were a youth. I tried so hard not to catch your eye because I was afraid you might somehow curse me or the whole orphanage at once. Okay. That's not how magic works. I know it now, but back then I was horrified, so I breathed a sigh of relief when you ran away. No offense. Jesus Christ, Theo. Didn't you say you were in a hurry? Right. I need to go if I don't want to get whipped. See you later. By the end of the day, your whole body aches from standing behind the counter. But sleep doesn't come. You find yourself staring at the chapel behind the window, the very same one you saw from the orphanage many years ago, just from a different angle. It feels weird to be here in this town. You can't call it home, not anymore, but it's the safest place possible. They won't follow you here. You saw and heard nothing. When he died, you were on the other side of the Capitol, in his mansion. It was an accident. You roll over onto your other side, wrapping yourself in the blanket. The nights are still too warm for that, but you'd rather feel uncomfortable than unsafe, even if this thin layer of fabric is only an illusion of protection. As your body tries to sleep, your mind keeps spinning. You think about Nate? You think about the Capitol? You think about your future? No, we're doing our frenemy. Enemies to lovers. You swore you would never see him again. His manners, or to be more precise, his lack thereof, are still the same, but he dresses differently, moves differently, and there's even more arrogance in him now. It's not surprising to you, though. From a simple pickpocket to a criminal feared and respected on the streets, no wonder he's so full of himself. Still, it pisses you off. When sleep finally comes, it's restless and fitful. Robert. The slam of the front door wakes you in the hush of night. You leap from bed, heart hammering against your ribs. They're here. They've come for you. Why didn't you hear them sooner? Why? You freeze, straining to listen. Footsteps, rapid, sharp, familiar, echo through the silence. Nate? You hastily throw on your clothes and rush downstairs. Paige I can't. Bear Rice! My bear! My bear! Page Darkness, Dementia Raven away. I need your help quickly. You know how to get stains out of fabric, right? Clean this book's cover, then make it unrecognizable. No questions asked, just do what I said. Is that blood? It is. That's why I'm here, you idiot. Help me. Have you gone mad? No way, don't drag me into this. You're still under my roof. Help me or I'll throw you out to starve. You have no one in town except me, and you can't return to the capital either. You won't survive on the streets alone. We both know that. I can't say, I've changed, I don't need you, I won't die without you. We're not kids anymore, you have no power over me. At least tell me it wasn't murder. I didn't plan to kill him. I just needed the book, but he started to scream, attracting attention. He left me no choice. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Just be quick. Now that's how you get blood off of a book. Showing you the options that you can't say is like really good stuff. I really enjoy that. What about lace? Wait. What's like a what if I make it red like blood? But like they don't know. Yeah, wine. So imagine playing this demo thinking that it's a cozy bookbinding simulator and getting to this scene within like 30 minutes. What would you do? It changed me. They're holding hands. See, I love how we're trying to hide the book, but everyone's going to know that it was me. Everyone on God's green earth is going to know that it was me, because my calling card is there. Thank you. I'll hide the book at my house. It would be safer to keep it in Stefania's library, but I don't want to put her at risk. Yet you decided to put me at risk. Don't start it, Page Darkness, Dementia Raven way. Not now. We still have work to do. Why not just burn it? More chances to get caught. The fire pit will attract attention, and smoke from the stove will too, because no one uses them in the summer. What's next? One of the patrolling guards saw me entering the alley after the boy. When the murder becomes known, she'll put two and two together. We cannot let it happen. The tarot cards. You'll make it so I never get caught. Readings can be done once per stage of life. I've never had one in my adulthood, if that's what you mean. Where'd you get them? They were in the book, hidden between the pages in a paper pocket. I doubt the boy knew about them. And before you ask, I didn't know either. I can't. I don't have the right to do readings, not anymore. One crime more, one less. You already helped me with a murder. If they catch us, we'll both hang, believe me, so don't be stubborn. I need a personal item of yours. Take the bookmark out of the book. It's mine now. And one more thing. I noticed the cards differ in color. Some of them are darker. If you draw one like that, don't use it. Do you understand? I don't want to find out where it'll lead. Page Darkness, Dementia, Raven Way. Do you hear me? Page Darkness, Dementia, Raven Way? Then don't drift off in the middle of a conversation. Death does not always signify the end of life. Sometimes it's the end of a friendship or love or trust. Sometimes it's a curse, sometimes a blessing you never know until it's too late. Justice has many forms. It's the gallows creaking in the wind, the spiteful glances of the crowd, the departure of a loved one. Everyone who's guilty will be punished. The question is, will the punishment fit the crime? Fire, a symbol of hope, victory, or the approaching end. As you touch the card, a wave of pain rushes through your body, but you don't flinch. You're too fascinated by its aura. Your mind's occupied with a dozen questions, yet your lips are sealed. I don't remember what we did to him the first time. Because I like Nathaniel. He's fucking crazy. He's just like... He's like, welcome to my bookstore. I just killed a man day one. So I can either... I want to do this. So bad, though. Okay. You've done prophetic readings for years, but never drawn these two cards from the same deck. A coincidence or hint from fate itself? You're not sure what exactly will happen if you choose this combination, but you know Nate will escape the gallows. He won't die, but justice will. Using the dark card means risking Nate's fate, or maybe even his life. You know it, but you don't care. Not at this moment. You just want to feel powerful again. You want him gone. You want him gone. You want him gone. What if I switch them? No, it's the same. I don't want him gone. He's so fucking crazy, but also... No, the flame card is like, we don't know. This is just being a criminal. Faye, you know, potentially. I don't know how long it is. Let's find out. Let's just do the normal one for now, and then we'll find out what... Okay. Justice and death? Fate's on our side today. What now? We will wait. Closing the shop would be suspicious, so keep working. I'll be nearby in case something happens. Try to behave as usual. The guards may come to question you. And the cards? I'll take them with me. It'll be safer that way. See you tomorrow, alright? Be careful. Yep. Good morning, dear bookbinder. Would you be so kind as to help a poor orphan clean her sketchbook and put corners on it? Pretty please. I don't have money, but I have a pearl bracelet that I would be happy to give you. Nope. 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 Hey, bro. Guys, isn't this cozy and nice? Don't you just feel good and, like, safe and comfortable and... Hell yeah, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're a lifesaver. Here, the bracelet, just like I promised. I don't care if you stole it. We're a criminal. You're a newspaper girl, right? What's the word lately? For this kind of information, you should buy a newspaper, or I could spill some tea with you personally, but the price will be high. 1 pearl bracelet, to be precise. Okay, sure. I don't really give a shit. Of course, I don't cheat my clients. So the decorations have been deleted. So do you know Otto von Benvik, our esteemed lord of the town? He assigned the elite guards to stand watch at the castle gates. I noticed when I was passing by. He'd never done it before. I think he expects someone important to be escorted by Maverick himself. Who's Maverick? The captain of the guard, Otto's right hand. I try to stay away from him. There are rumors that he likes to torture thieves to death. I get goosebumps every time I see him. I don't care about Otto. Is that all you know? Of course not, but you have to pay separately for each new piece of information, I'm afraid. Who's in the picture? Your brother? Aye, an artist friend of his painted us when I was little. Do we look alike? Don't answer. I know we do. He's a good brother. Always protects me. Do you have any siblings? No, I grew up in an orphanage. Oh, we're orphans too, but we live on the street. It's better than there. What happened to the sketchbook? Where'd the mud come from? I dropped it in a puddle. I'm a little bit clumsy. We all have bad days. Exactly, but today's a good day because the dirt's gone. All right, bye. I'm Jenna, by the way. Put in a good word for me with Nathaniel. I can be useful. Good day to you. I would like to decorate my book with flowers and ribbons, something with a soft texture of the touch. Is that possible? If you're worried I might get something dirty, I can leave. I know my appearance is repulsive, and I deeply apologize for that. Girl. Girl. Yeah. And... wait. Yep. 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 Right through the... It's a bookmark. Right through the title. Right through the title. There's no... Do you ever just put a flower? You just put it on? Toad's about to die. Wait. Yeah, no, Toad's about to die is the funniest one. Toad's about to die, baby! But then guess what? You get a special bonus! Guess who's coming? It's him! He's gonna help you hold the bow. There he is! These flowers are so soft I can feel them rustling beneath my fingers. And ribbons, is it silk? I can't remember the last time I held silk in my hands. It seems like it was ages ago. Thank you. Where'd you get the book? It was a gift for my birthday, a reminder of how beautiful, exciting, yet dangerous our life can be. I haven't finished reading it yet, so I don't know the ending, but I hope everyone will survive despite the title. How can you read if you're blind? I guess reading isn't exactly the right word. Listening fits better. There's people who are always willing to read a story to you. What's the book about? A girl and a boy whose survival depends on the will of a powerful figure. Not inherently good or bad. They're not the main heroes in their stories, that person is. I would say they're my most favorite characters so far. They're unpredictable and it's mesmerizing, but scary. I hope they get their happy ending too. Alright, I love you. Don't worry, I was just about to leave, but before I go, may I ask, are you alright? I hear an unsteadiness in your voice. Did something happen? I'm a criminal. I need help. Everything's alright. I'm alright. I'm sorry if I was too intrusive. I just wanted to be sure. Goodbye. Perhaps I'll come again with another book. Hello. Good morning, citizen. Your page darkness, dementia raven away, am I right? The bookbinder, I was hoping to find you here. I'm Maverick, captain of the city guard, here on the orders of Otto von Benvik, lord of the town. I have a few questions for you. Do you happen to know Theo Bennett, Lord Otto's messenger? You have no right to do so. Leave me be, please. He came to the shop the day before yesterday. No, I can be honest about this. That's fine. What did he want? He was acting normal. We didn't discuss anything except his notebook. I see. Theo Bennett was brutally murdered yesterday morning. He was found in an alley not far from here with 2 stab wounds, one in the stomach and one in the heart. The guard who was patrolling the corridor at the time might have seen something, but she slipped on the stairs on her way home and hit her head so hard she's unconscious. I wish I were joking. So you're the last person who saw Theo alive. If you remember anything else, be sure to report it to the castle. It's important. I'll see you again. Okay. Good morning, it's me, Agate. Remember me? I came here a couple of days ago. Are you busy now? I'd like to ask you to help me with my notebook. I accidentally spilled some wine on it. My mom will be furious if she finds out, so I need to get rid of the stains before I get back home. Which is right now, because I won't have time to come here after classes. Nothing else is needed, except perhaps Ruffles? It looks a little dull for my taste now. Girl, get ready. Girl, get ready. I'm gonna turn your book. I'm gonna put someone else's picture on your book. I'm gonna make your book into pornography. Scrope! I'm gonna turn your book into pornography, and then I'm gonna... Well, I need frills first. What about a beaded? Well, where does this go? What are you talking about? Oh, thin, delicate trim. Bigger, 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 larger. Wait. Okay. Good. Good. Right, you have to cherish him. Or pay the price. How do I duplicate? That's a different layer. Unclear. Well, it looks like we have to do this again. A bigger, 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 bigger guy. Big ribbon. I'm covering your name now. I'm really sorry about that. But I'll fix it. Cause and he's gonna come down. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, you're a lifesaver. And with Ruffles, it looks much better. If I can't work close with Ruffles due to university rules, I can at least have them on my books. A small act of rebellion. I think that's all for today. Now I better hurry if I don't want to be late. Thank you for your time and help. I'll visit you tomorrow.
It's damp. It's damp.
Nebby Cross Rise! Welcome. Get fucking blasted. Hi? Hey kid, heard you're a bookbinder, eh? I need your services. See all this dirt? Get rid of it, put a new cover on the old one. Quickly, kid. Time's money. Is this the Necronomicon? Why is it stitched together like this? Human skin? Human skin, maybe? Moss? Why moss? Why would you put moss on it? Let's make it look like rocks. and a bug. And then another bug. And they're kissing. He's like, he's standing there at the counter, and I'm just like, hey, 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 bug yowie. And he's like, can you hurry the fuck up? What the fuck are you? I'm in a hurry. And I'm like, hey, hey, hey. No. No. Be in the middle. It's perfect. What if we were bugs and we kissed on top? These bugs have shadows. Like, this is a real bug. These are 2 real live bugs that I just put on this man's book. And I was like, they're yours now. Take care of them. Enjoy. Buttercat, welcome. Knew I could trust you, kid. Birds of a feather flock together, eh? Ha ha ha, sheep. Ha ha ha. I recognize the language. Should I say this to him? I'm not sure I want to ask where you got the book from. Then don't, kid. Curiosity killed the cat. No, let's get in trouble. It's old Calorian. My, an educated kid, aren't you? Who taught you some noble pig, I bet. Little. Title of the book's Exile. Well, I can only take your word for it, kid. I'm a simple fella. You say I only know one tongue. Anyway, bye. You're the one who started showing off your knowledge, kid. Not many folks to talk to, eh? I'd say see ya, but we'll probably never meet again. Okay. Nathaniel? Hi, bud. Yeti! Hello, goodbye. Have a good day, my friend. Paige, Darkness, Dementia, Raven away. Did you hear the news about the guard? She hit her head so hard she's delirious. She doesn't remember a thing. Have I ever told you that you're my favorite person? What? Frenemies. And friends to enemies. Friends to enemies to lovers. The thing about this is funny is that in the demo, I think this is the only romanceable character that you meet, so like, I don't know the other options. I don't know if there are. Is it just him? I don't know. I'll kiss you. If you had to remember, I like when you're kind to me. What do you mean? I'm always kind to you. Here for your efforts. Barrett's fine. We're gonna vibe this out. Oh, and one more thing. I decided to buy a letterbox for the shop. It'll arrive tomorrow morning. I finally won't have to walk here every time I need to tell you something. You can send letters to other people too, of course, if you want to. Whatever you may think of, I care about your needs almost as much as about mine. Help me with the book. It's from Stefania's library. She asked me for a new cover, copper corners, and some decorations of your choice. Well, we know... Well, we know... the decorations of your choice that you're gonna get. Wait, let's set a scene. No, no. Let's set a scene. Leaf Hill. Okay? Once upon a time there was a hill. Okay? And there was a big tree on it. Okay? And in the tree... there was a banana. So... and also a bug. No, we can't keep doing this. What if the bananas grew on the tree? Wait. What if they're, like, hanging on? Because, like, the thing is that this is gaming. And there's a really small one. I mean, that's really important to me. Bunny with a flower. Oh, a sheep! And also there was a sheep. So, think about that. And then the sun was up there. It's you, it's sheep! Beautiful. Stefania will like it too. You've always had a talent for bookbinding. Why didn't Stefania come herself? She has some work to do for me. She's my eyes and ears, so to speak. My messenger as well. A smart woman, much smarter than she appears. Does she know about the murder? She does, but don't worry, she can be trusted. Can you be trusted, though? I think you owe me some answers. Fair enough. How about going to the tavern, like in the old days? We can talk there. I really need a drink or two. Wouldn't hurt to relax either. If you pay, I'm in. Of course. Shall we go then? The tavern is just as you remember it. Dim lights, the smell of dust and vomit, suspicious people whose eyes linger on you uncomfortably long as you walk past them. For Nate, though, it's a second home. His gait is relaxed and confident. He plops down at one of the tables, gesturing for you to join him. 2 mugs of ale, please. Nate waves a hand to get the attention of the innkeeper. The woman nods. Her eyes shift to you, a look of surprise in her face. She recognized you. You remember her too. Always grumpy, always tired, always unfriendly to you for some reason while cherishing Nate. Maybe because you're a magician, you don't care anymore. You still drink, I hope? I do. Old habits die hard, am I right, brother? Good to hear. I don't like throwing money away. Oh. Then maybe you should have asked me before ordering what I want to drink. You always were alright with ale. I thought... Forget it. There's no point trying to explain. Nate won't understand. He likes control more than he cares about you, if he cares at all. Nate wants to say something, but the innkeeper's approach interrupts him. 2 ales for you! She places the mugs on the table with one hand and takes coins from Nate with the other. I see the noble's lapdog's back. Don't stick your neck out for them, Nathaniel. She doesn't even look at you when she says it and walks away faster than you can react. What's her problem? She's not entirely wrong, you know. About what part? Because so far, I'm the only one who sticks my neck out for you. Let's not start this page darkness, dementia raven way. Not now. You wanted answers? Ask. Nate reaches for his mug and takes a few sips. You hate how calm and unbothered he looks. Why steal the book? What's so special about it? Nothing. Well, that's what I thought. That's just a very expensive book, and then if I sold it, I wouldn't have to worry about money for years. I should have known better. It was transported incognito. You don't do that for expensive things, only for deep, dark secrets you don't want to draw attention to. So you didn't know about the cards beforehand? No. Nothing at all? You said you've never seen Dark Tarot, but had you heard of them? No. I try to stay away from magic whenever I can. He gives you an apologetic smile that doesn't seem genuine. Memories from your childhood in the orphanage surface one by one. Freak, abomination, witch spawn, so much name-calling, sore bruises on your skin, a nosebleed. Nate tried to protect you, but it didn't always work out, and then his nose bled too. I love Cozy Bookbinding Simulator. Page Darkness Dementia Raven Way? His voice brings you back to reality. Have I satisfied your curiosity? You shake your head, then take a sip from your mug before continuing. The ale burns your throat, driving unpleasant thoughts away. Do you know there's a captain of the guard after me, Maverick? What do you mean, after you? Are you under suspicion? Not yet, but he came to the store this morning asking questions. Shit, the bastard's stubborn. He won't give up easily, especially with a murder involved. I'll tell Stefania to keep an eye on him. You know him? Let's just say he can be a real pain in the ass. Nate doesn't elaborate. You're smart enough not to ask further. It's useless anyway. In his eyes, he's more than allowed to keep secrets from you. We need to get rid of the cards, unless you have another plan. I got in touch with an old acquaintance of mine. She's a magician too, a rather impressive figure in the criminal world. She may know something about them. So you want to keep them? Of course I do. I know an opportunity when I see one. You grit your teeth. Nate likes to play with death way too much. These cards are dangerous. Oh, please, how could you know? And even if they were, well, I'm immune for years to come now, and you're a magician. Which doesn't make me immune. I won't force you to work with me, if that's what you're implying. How kind of you. You can't help being sarcastic. How can he say this after dragging you into a murder cover-up, after blackmailing you? And why do you even care? Why did you agree to come here with him in the first place? Because you weren't just friends. There was something more between you. You kissed once? Or you had the sex? No, we kissed once. Just once. But only once. You would never have become friends if it weren't for the circumstances. Your friendship was born out of desperation and craving for survival, not genuine sympathy. And yet, it was friendship all the same, at first. Then it evolved into something more, an unspoken attraction. The kissing is so much more dramatic. What the fuck? It's not even a choice. He was your first kiss. It was gentle and soft and fleeting, his hand caressing your cheek while yours rests on his shoulders. 1 second, 2, 3. He pulls away. An awkward smile. You're drinking in the tavern, the same tavern where you're sitting right now. Continues. Nothing has changed, for him at least. He never talked about that kiss, and neither did you. Lost in your thoughts again? It's not like I can fully control it, especially with all this shit happening. I have an idea in mind. For every question you ask me, we drink. For every question I ask you, we drink again. What do you say? You need to relax, and so do I. You have questions for me? You already know where it's going. Nate wants to ask you about the Capitol, about the murder. Alright, but I ask first. You already asked 2 questions in a row, or maybe even more. I didn't count. We either play by my rules, or we don't play at all. He won't dictate terms to you, not this time. Not when he still owes you some answers. Nate lets out an annoyed sigh. As you wish, ask then. Why are you so mean to me? Hey, why are you so mean to me? Do you regret killing Theo? You assume Nate already knows his victim's name. News of the murder has already spread throughout the town, and turned out to be right. There's a glint of recognition in his eyes. He's just a twink. That's the thing. He thinks he's like no. Straight to the point, huh? The answer's no. But even if I would, it doesn't matter. He's dead. It does, though. He was a messenger, not a bandit. If you get used to it. You don't specify, but you know Nate knows what you mean. By a small wrinkle forming between his eyebrows. He's never killed innocents before. Not until Theo. Or maybe he had. It's been 5 years after all. You're different people now. I'm just saying, this is a line you don't want to cross. Are you telling this to me or to yourself? Nate chuckles, but it's hollow. He takes another sip from his mug. You do the same, mirroring him. A habit from childhood. Old habits die hard. My turn to ask. You killed that noble, didn't you? You free is caught off guard by such straightforwardness. It's too much, even for Nate. And why did his question sound like a rhetorical one? I did. For a few seconds, Nate's quiet. He studies your face with an unreadable expression, as if trying to find answers to questions he doesn't dare ask out loud. It feels like an eternity. When he finally opens his mouth, it's only 2 words. Your turn. He takes another sip of ale. You don't, consumed by memories you prefer to forget. What have you been doing all these years? First, I wanted to take your place. I was always better at stealing books than binding them, so I gave up on having a boring, peaceful life. I missed having problems, you know, as strange as it may sound. Coming from you, it doesn't sound strange at all. Sifania says the same. She's one of my most useful finds. When I was just starting out, she spied for me in exchange for bread and a roof. Now she does the same for money. What about the kids from the library? Are they spying for you too? Yes, and they're treated much better than we were at the orphanage. You wait to admit that he's probably right. Nate raises his mug. To the orphans, young and old. Each of you take a sip. My turn. Why did you kill him, the nobleman? Nate lowers his voice so much that you have to lip read. Did he hurt you somehow? Oh, we get to decide! I forgot! Oh my god, guys! Physical or psychological abuse? What do we... Guys, physical or psychological abuse? Happy Friday! What do we think is you know? He beat me. He cleaned me. You don't even remember the first time it happened. A few months after your arrival, wasn't it? A sharp slap. Your cheek stayed red for a long time afterward. Why did you never fight back? Are you that pathetic? A kaleidoscope of emotions on Nate's darkened face. Rage, sorrow, regret, guilt. You already know what he's going to say next. You shouldn't have left. Or maybe everything would have been even worse then. You've learned a lot from that monster. If only the price hadn't been so high. My turn. Why are you so mean to me? Really? Out of all the questions, you chose this one? You're not even sure what you meant by it, Nate's current behavior or how he used to treat you in the past? Both, probably. I'm curious. Stop being a child. What reaction did you expect showing up on my doorstep after 5 years of absence? Warm hugs? And before you say anything, I'm grateful you helped me with Theo. I am. But you simply returned me a favor. I don't owe you anything. The second winter in the orphanage. You're sick. You're so sick you can't walk. Your body's hot, but you're constantly shivering, and even 2 blankets are not enough. The only medicine they give you is barely warm vegetable broth. You're getting worse with every day, and when you start coughing blood, Nate disappears. He comes back the next morning with a small vial in his hand. The matron is furious and orders him to be whipped for his escape. He takes his punishment. You take the elixir he brought. He lies in bed all week after that. You spend the same week running and playing with other kids because you're finally healthy. I didn't say you owed me. He buries his face in his mug, going quiet for a while. You abandoned me. Don't act like it never happened. Did you at least miss me? What? Did you miss me? Nate's speech is slurred. He's had too much to drink. Is there a blush on his cheeks? Whatever you say to him, he probably won't remember it tomorrow. I love how much drama they fit into this What do you mean there's too much hurt? What happened? I didn't. I did. These are like my hashtag my drama. Hashtag my drama. I did. You have a shared past. Memories, childhood, traumas, the first kiss. 5 years apart, can't change that. Can't kill the attachment you still hold for him. Really? Why does he look surprised? I missed you too. He buries his face in his mug, going quiet for a while, a half smile on his lips. You know, I've had enough fail for tonight. Let's go home before I spill all my secrets. Without waiting for your reply, Nate drains his mug in a few gulps and heads for the exit. You follow him in silence. Bookbinding simulator. Binding books. Binding books. Here, 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 the annual fair is just around the corner. Bring your friends and family and feast on fare from the finest cooks in the region and take part in news never before seen. You may even be granted an audience with Otto von Benwick. Don't miss your chance. Come to the main square near the 9th. Party! Okay. Good morning, dear bookbinder. I'm Jenna. Sure you remember me. This grumpy face of mine is pretty recognizable, much to my misfortune. I borrowed this book from a public library, and I'd like to return it in the same condition it was in. Alas, without your help, it's impossible. I need a new cover. Made of wood, let's say, with a picture of the moon on it. Kids these days are stupid. They won't understand what the book is about unless you rub their noses in it. What did you do? Also, what do you mean made of wood? What a horrible concept. Disgusting. Oh, moon sticker. Don't even fuck with me, okay? What if it's about a dead fish? What if it's about a fish who died? And also the moon was there. It's tragic. It's really tragic, but I mean it happens sometimes. Also the banana. He's being cradled in the moon. He's very happy. Wait, he can be big this time. This is his spot. Leave a little fish under your bound book for the fish man, in case he comes to town. You just saved me a lot of trouble. Please accept my deepest gratitude. Not trying to lecture you, but you should handle books more carefully. Mind your business, bookbinder. It's not my fault. Oh, my apologies. You see, I'm a street rat with a foul mouth. It's easy to forget not everyone's used to the way I speak, so I had to put on a mask, but it slipped. Happy to help. Anything else you need? No, I don't. I'm a busy person, remember? Can't chat with you for long. Farewell. There's a boy who's harassing me, okay? Andre. The bastard ruined 2 of my books. This one in the sketchbook. He's always pushing and hitting me, and I can't beat him in a fight. He's 4 years older. Maybe you could teach him a lesson? If you pretend to be my sibling, he'll piss himself in fear. You look intimidating enough. Why don't you ask your real sibling? He's not in town now. He went to the nearby mill to sell stolen goods. I don't know when he'll come back. No, I'd love to talk to him. I'll come with you. Shall we meet at the town square tonight at 9 o'clock? I'll lure Andre there. That bastard's dumb. Crime.
Good afternoon, my dear friend. What a lovely shop you have here. I haven't been in town for years. It's nice to see things changing for the better. I'm Benedict, the book collector. Pleasure to meet you. Would you mind?
I think I did the same voice for him the first time. I mean, what else is there? What else is there?
Would you mind cleaning the cover for me? I also want to decorate it with a pattern, something modern themed. Let's say swords, knights, castles, anything that fits. Yes.
Hi, is this the ritual book? Where the rituals live? Okay.
Yes, and castles, knights, and yes, I'm going down to them there, going down to the...
Just on top of the title and everything? What if it was gold? Very flashy. What are you gonna do? Yeah, man. There he goes.
Marvelous. It's a pity the artisans are rarely paid enough for their work, and deserve far more appreciation. We nobles of impossible, and thanks to you.
Forgive me, my lord, but you don't look like a nobleman, rather like a wealthy artisan.
And that, my friend, is the exact reason why I chose to keep my order a secret. Almost my lord are getting on my nerves. I'm Benedict. Nobody knows worse than you. How my life has been spent on the road among artisans and commoners, not nobles. I've sat beneath with them and on occasion to bed, and I never once ever stood root though.
We're just like, what? Huh? You traveled a lot?
Around the country and beyond. I was in the capital, the president talked with our beloved king, lived in monasteries, with a book in a crypt on the name of books. The rarest of them cannot be bought or found.
What's this book about?
Lullabies, a collection of lullabies from all over the world, as insatiable, absurd, harbor, power, the arcade. We were heard in the series of edition of the descendants of the dead gods and God. When their voices loud, they had no choice for terror the songs and spouting to create their own. It's typically humans, the offspring of a god, reborn will say lullabies to run fame, no well, the Mercury's legacy, but as I said, assistant
Theory, a game theory. What are you... I don't want to talk to you anymore. What are you doing in town?
Isn't that obvious? I'm looking for a book, and I'm pleased and free. My search is almost over. It's a grimoire that sits late on the life of the forgotten goddess Arcania, the very one we still mention in vain. I've longed to be getting it for my collection. But that's a story for another time. I'm quite in a hurry now, otherwise I would have invited you for my conveyance lectures about the local culture.
Thanks for coming.
Before I go, allow me to ask an indiscreet question. Did a man with a heart tattoo on his chest come by here by any chance?
Alright, whose side are we on, guys? Benedict? Or Tattoo Man? Whose side are we on? Pick your poison. Benedict or the slut? Who... are we... Faye, you have to be paying attention. This is important. This is so important. Lock the fuck in. How could you? Stop listening! Yeah, I did go. He had a book with him.
That bastard belongs to me. He stole it. Do you happen to know where he is right now?
I don't.
A shame, truly a shame. Out of from a God's name, out of fairness, but for safety, the book must not fall into wrong hands. It already did, but Damien is a simple thief. His customers in hand. I don't want to bother it, but I have to go. Have a past crush again.
I don't know what I was doing with my body to make those noises. And frankly, I never want to know. Sheep! Dirty sheep! Good evening. Sorry for disturbing you again, especially at such a late hour. I'm leaving town for a while and I want to take this novel with me to read on the road. Could you put the silver corners on the cover and tie it with a strap? The road's bumpy and I don't want the pages to get creased. The Man in Purple. Like in Five Nights at Freddy's? Why did it go so quiet? Why did it go so quiet? Girl? Girl. Banana. Sitting in the hand. Thank you. I don't know what I would do without you, or without the book for that matter. Is this novel that interesting? What's it about? It's a dark fairy tale in a limited edition. The author isn't afraid to be bold, disturbing even. We usually escape into books from reality, but this novel's about its ugliest shades. Sometimes I wonder if it's based on the author's life. It's a story of a young person taken into slavery, who killed their master and went on the run. In seeking freedom, they fell into slavery once again, because old habits die hard. Why is this such a theme? That old habits die. I'm not asking where she gets the money. It's not my fucking business. Okay? Don't worry, I have to go too. You know, I've always admired magicians. Many people are afraid of them, but not me. The character, the Man in Purple, is a magician too. Perhaps we can continue discussing the book during my next visit? Sheep? The streets are quiet. After the capital, it feels almost unnatural, as if the whole town has died out. The lights in the windows are the only proof that it's not the case. You remember the orphanage and wonder how many are going there now. Probably not. How things are going there now. Probably not very well if Jenna prefers vagrancy. Shut your mouth, you bastard! You don't know a thing! Jenna's voice echoes through the town square. You turn around at the sound, but she's nowhere to be seen. It's too dark. Then you hear another voice, a boyish one. What's the matter? Did I hit a sore spot? And then you notice them, two small silhouettes hidden in the shadows of the alley. The first one undoubtedly belongs to Jenna. The second is stalking a little taller. As you get closer, you realize it's a youth. His eyes widen in surprise when he spots you. And who are you? We're just busy here, don't you see? He tries to sound bold, but there's a slight tremor in his voice. River, finally, sibling, you're here. Sibling, huh? And why River, of all names? You know one River growing up, and you hated her guts. Why not Page Darkness Dementia Raven Way? Exactly. Yes, she doesn't know. You haven't introduced yourself to her. Jenna beams at you, clearly expecting you to play along with her little act. Uh-huh. Stay away from my sister, boy. You're not her sibling. I don't believe you. You're too mature. Mature? What's that supposed to mean? You're not even 25 summers old. If you think siblings can't be old, you're stupid. Better listen to River. They're a very dangerous person. They're a bookbinder by day, and, Jenna glances at you expectantly, encouraging you to continue. That's scary, don't you? And a dagger for hire by night. To tell the truth, you never held a dagger in your hands, but Andre doesn't need to know that. You're stupid! Really? What's your weapon? I'm civilized enough not to wave it around. They don't need a weapon. If you keep hurting me, they'll beat you with their fists. Nobody's beating anybody. You're not good at fist fighting either. Nate tried to teach you once, but it failed miserably, and he didn't have enough patience to try again. Even if you could fight, you wouldn't raise your hand against a kid. You've crossed too many lines already. Listen, boy, leave Jenna alone, or I'll tell your mother you got me. Probably from the artisan class, not an orphan, if his parents are decent people. He doesn't have one, and his father's a drunkard. What did you say, you little bitch? Andre lunges at Jenna, but you manage to get between them and push the boy back. He almost loses his balance. His eyes are full of hate, not only toward Jenna, but towards you as well. A drunkard father, huh? That explains something. Go home, or do you want me to call the guards? It feels wrong to send him there, but what are you supposed to do? No one has taught you to deal with problems, so you improvise. You always improvise. Andre breathes heavily, shifting his gaze from you to Jenna and back again. Screw you, both of you! He spits at your feet and walks away. You and Jenna watch his silhouette recede further and further into the darkness until it disappears. Much obliged, River. Jenna turns to you with the biggest smile on her face. I didn't want to mention his dad, but he forced me to. He teases me about my dead brother all the time. My dead brother. From the look she gives you, you realize that these words didn't slip up by accident. She wanted you to hear them. You force a chuckle. The real River? No, his name was Rupert. A silence hangs between you. Talking about loss is awkward. Always has been. But you can't put your finger on why. You grieved your mother alone. You keep your deepest secrets to yourself. Because it's easier? Hardly. Why then? Maybe if you... I should probably go. Jenna yawns widely. Her eyes are half closed as if she's about to fall asleep. Me too. I hope he won't bother you anymore. If he does, I know who to go to. After exchanging nods, you go in different directions. The night's old and somehow even quieter. Oh, to send a boy home to get beaten up by his dad. What a video game that we're playing. Hi, Nate. Paige Darkness to Much Raven Way. Remember the magician I told you about? She's in town and wants to meet you. Come to the tavern tonight after sunset. It's important, so don't be late. Burn this letter after you read it. I'm Greebled! Oh, fuck, she'd be right. Ah! Oh, fuck! Burn it. Damn, I'm so sorry. My catch rate's just really low. You're holding a how to term a lady. Good afternoon, bookbinder. Don't worry, I'm not here for work. I need your services, actually, but I warn you, don't you dare tell anyone about it. It's a personal matter. This book needs a new cover. I don't care the material, but the plainer the better. With some illuminated illustrations, perhaps, but it's a knight's book, so no flowers, no other feminine embellishments. Oh, bud. No, leather. It's... dark leather, okay? Leather for men. He's honking, baby, okay? For men, alright? Fish for men. Okay? Another fish for men. A man who's dying. Okay? Men. A prisoner. Men. This book smacks of gender. I'm gonna turn the 4th of July. This is so funny to me that I can just put pictures of another person on your book. No! It's here! A guillotine? Wait. Flip it over. It's not a guillotine, it's an executor, okay? Alright. We're still in what was the demo. So, you didn't miss anything. What did the gargoyle? Oh no! Wait, no. Yeah, dude. Oh, it's perfect. For men. That he's in there. Not bad at all. Why spend your talent here in the artisan quarters when you could work in the upper town? Nobles are more demanding customers, but also more generous. Are you trying to seduce a lady, Captain? Watch your tongue. And of course you only know seduction. What would a person like you possibly understand about love? Have you ever met someone you were willing to sacrifice everything for? I highly doubt it. What if I have? Then you're lucky to have experienced it and foolish to lose it. Do you need something else? No, that's all. I won't see you from your work any longer. I won't keep you from your work any longer. See you later. Okay. Huh, the street I was in line. You are a bookbinder. Does it mean that you're also a dagger for hire? Wait, don't answer. That's not what I came here for. I need you to fix this book. Can you put a water-resistant cover on it? And there are some stains. Clean them off. Okay, they're old, but they stink. He didn't have the scratches before, no. So, it feels good. Guys! What's water-resistant? Not flax. Make it marble? Make it rock. Rocks! Hello? Buildings. Garlic. Bees. A beehive, but then a beehive, but then inside the beehive. Oh, fuck. Okay. And then some newspaper. Why? Was the seagull there? Was the grink there? Ghost! Good morning! Very, very asleep ghost. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's gotta be garlic. Enjoy. Well, I expected the worst, but you're not that bad, I guess. But it's your job, so nothing to be proud about. Where'd you get those scrapes if you hurt Jenna? I didn't touch your stupid sister. It's from the fight. When I become a bookbinder? What does it matter to you? What if I am? Are you afraid of competition? I could give you some lessons. No! I don't have money. I don't need your help. Okay, he hated that. Sorry. Holy shit. Good evening to you, artisan. I've heard you do book restorations. You're not going to be as indecipherable as the other guy, but, like, you need to be a posh dude. I must say, your shop is ridiculously hard to find. I see the interior decorations hardly better than the exterior. I'd rearrange the furniture, throw out all this junk, and replace it with something fancy to attract more worthy customers. Let's hope that at least your skills are decent. I need a scaly cover for my grimoire, golden corners, 5 black pearls and rose blooms. Oh, and ruby tassels, he said. Guys? And ruby tassels, okay? Trapped in an island. What kind of scales? From, like, a lizard? Maybe he does have a stammer, and I was making fun of a man with a disability. That's something I hadn't considered, you know? And... you know? Five black pearls. Full size. Full size. Okay. And rose blooms. And then also he's hanging. He's climbing the thing. There he goes. You have a good memory, but of course your skill doesn't come anywhere near that of the masters from the upper town. Still, it could be useful to descend into low places to truly begin to appreciate what you have, and most importantly, who you are. Tell me, artisan, what's your name? Oh no. I don't know what to do, because on one hand, we're being called River in the streets. On the other hand, people in town do know who we are. So I'm like, is it easier for him to find out that we're lying? Do we live in a society? I mean, the thing is, but it's funny to tell him that our name is Page Darkness Dementia Raven Way. And he's like, oh, of course. River. River, that's a ridiculous name. Why did your parents choose it over something old-fashioned, like Page Darkness I cannot know, my lord. I'm an orphan. You have my condolences. Losing one's parents is hard. And how long have you been living in the town? Are you a local? No, my lord. I moved here quite recently. This town's wonderful. I'm sure you want to stay here further. Much as I'd like to continue this conversation, I have things to do. Goodbye, River. No, there's no real River. Her real sibling's name is Rupert, and he dead. So... Alright, this is the conversation that ended the demo, I think. This is where the game... Do we know a River? We knew a River. There can be two. We knew... When I was in school, there were like 18 people named Sarah. Who fucking cares? Oh, a gift! Okay. I'm gonna take a break after the scene because I need to get some water for my throat to continue. The first thing you notice when you enter the tavern is the lack of visitors. Even the innkeeper's nowhere to be seen. The second thing you notice are two dark silhouettes at the far table. One of them surely belongs to Nate. The other is short and crooked like a shrunken tree. As you approach it, the silhouette begins to take on the features of a woman. Or to be more precise, a crone. Her only good eye regards you with subtle curiosity. Page Darkness Dementia Raven Way, thanks for coming. Nate's smile is warm. You'd buy it if you didn't know him too well. He wants something from you. Your gaze falls upon a mutton pie on the table, untouched, with clouds of steam still billowing from it. Your favorite dish, straight from the oven at my expense. Oh, he definitely wants something from you. To what do I owe this honor? Or have you decided to take up charity after all? The crone lets out a hoarse, barking laugh. They're perceptive. Don't tolerate your tiptoeing in the slightest. I like them. The crone's eye turns back to you, her monocle glinting in the candlelight. The magic in that blood is strong. I had my doubts at first, but now I see it could work. What could work? You don't even try to hide irritation in your voice. They're talking about you like you're not even here. It reminds you of someone, just like that damn pie. Nate pushes the plate towards you. I'll tell you everything in a minute. Eat first. You must be hungry. Page, darkness, dementia, Waven Way. Are you all right? You look up at Nate. He's still smiling, but it's strained now. Anxious. The crone looks from him to you and back to him again, her eyebrows slightly raised. Your pie scared them, Nathaniel. You're sure they have enough guts for the ritual? Your breath catches. A ritual? The noble was talking about the ritual, too. How would he take all your blood? How he would take all your blood, your heart, your eyes, and pour them into the flasks. How he would burn your bones in the fire. How he would have buried your gutted body in an unmarked grave. Two things happen at once. First, you jump out of the chair. You need to leave, now. Second, Nate's fingers tighten around your wrist. Not harshly, but firmly. You freeze in place, your eyes locking with his. He probably sees something in them. A terror? A warning? Because he immediately pulls his hand back as if he's been burned. Please don't run away. Listen to us first. And you, Gertrude, keep your mouth shut until asked. Do we understand each other? You should have warned me. A friend is more timid than a fallow deer, but sure we do. I will not participate in any rituals. There's nothing to discuss. Even if the ritual were to enhance your magic to the point where it can kill? His answer takes you aback. The words burst out of your mouth before you can stop them. That's not possible. With the cards you found, it is. Gertrude nods at the chair, drumming her fingers impatiently against the wood. Take a seat, dear. I'm not going to eat you. Leaving's not an option anymore. You sit back. You want to know. Gertrude's from the artisan class, Page, Darkness, Dementia, Raven Way. She works underground, and she said she'd seen these cards before. Not the ones we have, but the other ones. Aye, they appeared on the black market about 4 years ago. I don't know who their creator is, but I know the names of a few buyers. All of them are from the high nobility. Most have their own puppet magicians, but one snobbish noble decided to hire me to save some money, so I was given the chance to do a reading with the dark deck. Gertrude leans closer to you, her voice barely above a whisper. The arcane energy in the cards was distorted, cursed. You know how it usually feels, like a mountain stream, a melody in the wind, but what I felt was like a thick blood or stagnant water. It's an energy created to destroy. Imagine what would happen if magicians could harm those who fall out of favor with us. A massacre. If the crown finds out, they'll kill every single one of you. Aye, that's why the nobles operate in the shadows. They're at each other's throats for a piece of power, but they'll never dare to go against the king. What Gertrude's trying to say is, we should be careful with the cards. Who knows about them, and especially how we use them? You can't shake off the feeling that his words carry a hidden meaning, that this whole conversation was started in order to make you agree to something you don't want to do. Stop beating around the bush, Nate. I hate it. He and Gertrude share a quick look before Nate turns back to you. That dark energy in the cards changes people's fate for the worse, but doesn't kill them. Gertrude believes it can be changed. You felt it too, didn't you, when you first touched them? I may command the currents of the arcane, but I'm wise enough to know the limits of my power. You, on the other hand. She looks at you as if she's seeing you for the first time, as if searching for confirmation. Then when she finds it, a fire lights up in her eye. Your magic is raw but powerful. If I teach you, you'll be able to perform death readings. And that requires a ritual? What kind? We need a sacrifice. Human sacrifice. Nate's voice is unnaturally quiet. You have the right to refuse. We won't force you. Sheep, right? I mean, like, don't you hate it when you're like, when you move to a new town, you get a new job as a bookbinder, and you're just like, I'm gonna put stickers, and then you the blood ritual. You need to join the blood ritual. You need to sacrifice a human being to join the blood ritual. Like, it's every time, man. Go on. With that power, you could kill not only pesky gods, but also lords, kings. Think about it. You have until tomorrow morning to decide. I can't stay in town for too long. If you agree, we'll find a victim, a person that no one will be looking for. An orphan, perhaps. You might be imagining it, but Nate seems to flinch at those words. You can't hide your frustration, too. An orphan? A kid, you mean? Gertrude only laughs. Everything has its price. Oh no! That's all she said. Okay. You're insane if you think I would agree to that, you say to Nate. I'm not a kid murderer, are you? Well, Theo was 17, barely an adult, so... You're not helping Nathaniel. You always questioned Nate's ability to joke, until now. Now that you're absolutely sure his sense of humor is his greatest weakness, but that's not what catches your attention. How do you know his age? What do you mean? It wasn't mentioned in the newspapers. I don't need newspapers. I have a whole pack of street rats in case you forgot. So you do care about his death. You can barely hold back a smirk. He still has a shred of consciousness left in him. Otherwise, he wouldn't be hung up on something so minor. You know that, and he knows you know. As much as I enjoy watching you two, we're wasting our time. Think of what I said, Page Darkness, Dementia Raven Way. Sleep on it. We'll talk tomorrow. There's nothing to talk about. Her words haunt you all the way home. Yippee! Okay, holy shit, I have to... My throat hurts so bad. Okay, wait. Wait. He'll replace me while I'm gone. He'll replace me while I'm gone. Yay! And then... Yay! Okay, everybody. BRB, go get a snack or something. Hello? 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 Ah! Hello. One moment, my VTuber's being silly. Hey. Hey, there we go. Hey. No. Alright, now it's time for you to become a baby again. My little son. He's so small you can't even see him. He's disappearing behind the reticle. Meow, 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 meow. Okay. Goodbye, music. Alright. I got tea. I ate a granola bar. I am ready to read for the next 17,000 years about child murder, okay? Everybody lock in. Page, darkness, dementia raven away. Have you thought about what we discussed yesterday? What's your decision? Alright. Wow, when she said sleep on it, she meant like immediate. She meant like immediate. If she says, if we decide to kill a child, we're probably gonna kill Jenna. Do you guys want to kill a child in this playthrough? Do we want to be like the killer in this playthrough? Or do we want to... Sheep, that was 7 p.m. from New Leaf, I think? Oh, it was a sick ass... Yeah, okay. I can get the actual... Beep, 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 beep. Here you go. Of course. I'm the killer. I mean, like, I want to do the most dramatic fucked up route. That's the thing. I mean, like, that's what this game is about. It's about doing the most fucked up thing imaginable and then also decorating a book. That's that's what I was excited about with this game, is performing the blood ritual and then also decorating a book sometimes. Let's do this. Wonderful. We already have a victim in mind. Jenna, the newspaper girl. No family. Her parents and brother are dead. No friends. The only one who will notice her disappearance is the newspaper owner, but he's a greedy man. He won't be a problem. Like all street kids, she dreams of working for Nathaniel. He told her to come to your shop in the evening. Why her? Why not choose someone else? We only have one day, and your shop isn't frequented by the destitute. I'll be upstairs. Call me when you need me. Yippee! Oh, hi. Good morning to you, Bookbinder. I've heard about your shop from an acquaintance of mine. Could you restore the cover for me? Adding a pattern would also be nice. Some kind of weapon? A sword, let's say? It's a sword fighting textbook in case you can't read. Thanks. Wow, I keep using the same fucking pattern, but this one has swords on it. So. A real sword? Sheep! Wait, that's really good. Wait. Stop fighting! There. I had to get it out of my system, you know? Girl, why am I putting a pattern just like over top of the book? It looks bad. It looks bad. And I'll say that. Alright, let's cover the sword on the cover with a sword sticker. Girl, this is ugly. You asked for this? The customer's always right? What if they're not? What if they're not fucking right? You ever thought about that? What if the customer fucking sucks? No! Fine. Small sword within the big sword. Wait, no. Banananini. Wielding the sword. Great, enjoy. That's decent work. It seems my acquaintance was right, and craftsmanship isn't limited to the upper town. I couldn't bear the thought of having to deal with the artisans there. They're all unbearable sycophants. Forgive me, my lady, but who told you about my shop? She mentioned that a new bookbinder had come to town, and the enthusiasm with which she talked about it piqued my curiosity. Though to be fair, Agate tends to exaggerate a lot. You don't like the upper town artisans? I despise them. First they praised and swore allegiance to our former lord, and now they're kissing von Benwick's boots. And don't think I'm blind to the struggles of the lower classes. Loyalty's a foolish thing when any wrong word can cost your head. But that's not the same as scheming and plotting for the sake of a slim chance of a handout from von Benwick. Adam? Keep the textbook for yourself. I'm not a swordsman, I don't need it anymore. Give it to someone who does. Adam? I'll ban you. You ever thought about that? Like, what if instead you were banned, and then it was over? On your birthday. Hi, big sibling. Nathaniel asked me to take this book from the library and give it to you. He said if I do it, he'll give me other tasks for money. Hey guys, this is gonna suck hard. This is gonna suck hard. The child-killing game. Bookbinding simulator. And also child-killing simulator. I've been dreaming about it for myself for years. Maybe I could even live in the library with the other kids. They all look healthy and well-dressed. I'll decorate the book for you. You can keep it. Consider it a gift. What? But Nathaniel said... Doesn't matter what he said. Just listen to me, alright? Alright. Any book design that I want. Well, this is literally perfect. Like, it's the perfect shape. So... Can you at least tell me what's going on? Something isn't right. I can see it in your face. Nothing you need to worry about. But I want to help you just like you helped me. Go home, Jenna. I don't have... Oh, I just... I thought I could decorate her book and do both. Well, no. Oh, God. Okay, well, that's fine. I thought I could decorate her book so that she could experience some joy before she died, okay? Before I killed her, okay? Is that so wrong? You're gonna look at me and tell me that I'm wrong? What if she hated it? That's the thing. What do you mean? Every kid deserves a better life, and the book belongs to you now. Consider it a gift. I don't understand. Are you saying you're a magician? Goddess. Why didn't you tell me earlier? I wouldn't tell anyone. I have so many questions. Do you want a reading or not? Of course I do. Where are the cards? I want to touch them. May I, please? The deck is upstairs. Wait here, I'll go get it. No, we're doing the killing. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening to you too, child. Is this what you're looking for? They're marvelous, but who exactly are you, ma'am? You may call me Gertrude, child. I'm a magician too, and an old friend of Page Darkness, Dementia Raven Way. 2 magicians? Goddess, are you a noblewoman, my lady? I'm not, so you can keep calling me ma'am if you wish. Have you ever had a reading before? No, ma'am. Oh, they fucked it. No, ma'am, why? Readings can be done only 4 times in life. Once in childhood, once in youth, once in adulthood, and once in old age. It usually costs a fortune, but Page Darkness, Dementia Raven Way is a heart of gold and helps those in need for free. You're a very lucky child. Shall we begin, then? What should I do? Just follow my lead. Remember I told you I can command the currents of the arcane. You need to learn this too. You need to learn to act deliberately, not intuitively. We need your personal item, child. May we borrow your book? Be my guest, ma'am. Wonderful, now watch. The tower's about rising up and falling down. You know it from experience. The rest is just the finer details that don't matter today. Who's the fool, exactly? You for doing this, or Jennifer believing you? You've never been trustworthy, or so you were told in the orphanage. So why do people continue to entrust their fates to you? I can't... I mean, this is what we want to do, right? The horrible evil cards that kill you. I can't? I have to pick an evil card with it. The tower's about rising up and falling down. You've never liked the saying fool's luck. If anything, they're the first to die, which is why they're fools. They're as careless as moths flying into a flame. She who carelessly flies toward the flame like a moth is doomed to burn in it. Let's do the tower. That sounds really fun. The tower and the fool, symbols of innocence, faith, strength, prosperity. Could you speak a little less mysteriously, ma'am? What does my reading mean? Only time will tell, child, only time. But you've nothing to worry about. A bright future awaits you. Now go, and remember, no one should know. Don't worry, ma'am. I promised Page Darkness, Dementia Raven Way I would keep their secret. You can count on me, big sibling. Thank you for everything you do for me. How do you feel? I betrayed her. I betrayed her. I betrayed her. I'm a monster. I killed her, didn't I? Aye, she will die soon. The energy in that dark heart, I've never felt anything like that. It's still a mystery to me how your magic can be so deadly without you even realizing it. But you did good, dear, and whether you like it or not, you're different now. Make them afraid, but don't let them find out. Child killing. Hi, are you still open? Don't give me that face. Am I no longer allowed to come to your shop or what? I'm just as much as a customer as everyone else. If you're closed, I'll go. That's just my face. No, you look like you're already tired of me. I'm not tired of you, but I had a hard day. What do you want? Last time, you told me you could give me bookbinding lessons if I want to. Well, I want to. Now, at night? You know what? Kill a child, help a child. That's the proverb that they always say. That's what they always say. Oh, I didn't think you would agree. My father's waiting for me at home. But it won't kill him if he waits a little longer, I guess. No, but it might kill you. We can practice on my book. Don't be afraid to ruin the cover if you have to. I'm not a girl. I don't care about such things. Alright, so first... you scrub the alcohol off. Because there's always alcohol. Okay? And then, you put fur on it. Okay? You're not a girl, but guess what? Hot pink cover. And then guess what you do? Fuck it, you do this, okay? Hot pink. And then If we had, like, a horse? Why is there no horse? This is a game with middle-aged stuff. There's a guy on a horse. We're making the Pink Pony Club. That's what we're doing, okay? And then, but instead of a guy on a horse, it's been a nun, okay? And that's how you bind a book. Always have been a nun, Your job's not as difficult as I thought. Even a fool like me could handle this. Why do you call yourself a fool? Because it's true. I'm smart enough to understand I'm not smart. That was just the basics. So what? That's all that most people need, isn't it? New covers and stuff? If a noble ever comes to me asking to glue their initials made of paper roses onto a book, I'll hang myself. Sounds like you're speaking from experience. One of my father's customers. Father didn't hang himself, obviously. Your father's a bookbinder? He used to be. What's it to you? For someone who's tired, you're too nosy. I'll try to practice at home, then I'll come back and we'll continue the lessons. Deal? Why can't you just shut up? I just want to be left alone. Why won't anyone leave me alone? I need to rest, Andre. Please go. You can't agree to teach me first and then chase me away. I still have questions. But alright, I'll come back in the morning, eh? When you're not tired. You can't be tired all the time, can you? Although with a sister like Jenna, it's no wonder. God, what have you done? You're a pink pony girl, and you kill at the club, oh mama. Okay. Have you finished yet? Your hands are covered with blue stains. Is it ink or bruises? You don't know. You don't remember. It's almost ready, my lord. You were supposed to finish before dawn, magician. Magician. He never calls you by your name. Perhaps it's for the best. That way it feels less personal. I know, my lord. I'm so... A sharp slap makes your ears start ringing. It happens so often you've almost gotten used to it. Almost. I swear I have your hands cut off if you don't hurry. This time you don't say a word. You just nod obediently. No plan to escape crosses your mind as you watch him walk away. You're doomed to stay here. You're doomed to rot here. For everything you've done and yet to do. When you open your eyes, your cheeks are wet with tears. Yee! Game saved, and thank God. Good morning, dear. Have you slept well? You look exhausted. It will pass eventually. Unless the reason for your restless night is not the ritual itself, but your own conscience. There's no use beating yourself up over what can't be undone. Pull yourself together, will you? I need your help with this book before I leave town. Its cover is too conspicuous, as you can see. Do you recognize it? I'm sure you do. What's the matter, dear? Have you lost your tongue? Where did you get it? Patience. Help me and I'll tell you. It's that. Moss. It's just moss. How about that? Put plants on it. What would you do then? What would you do? River. Okay, and he's sitting by the river. Because he's good. And then the big wave comes out of the river. And he's like, "Ah!" Yeah, man. Oh my god. And then his friend... Wait. No! Yeah, man. What would you do? I'm Jean Bignonez. Thank you, that'll work. Will you tell me now? It was a gift from your murdered master to my noble customer. The snobbish one, remember? She didn't want to pay with coins and gave me the book instead. I didn't recognize the coat of arms at first, a golden phoenix, the bird that rose from the ashes. He really did consider himself untouchable, didn't he? Just like his ancestors. It's been gathering dust in my bag for 2 weeks now. Nobody wants to buy it because of you and what you've done. Did Nate tell you? No, you did. He was a curious soul, wasn't he? Just like my customer. I worked for her long enough to know her friends and foes. Your master was the former. They were united by their love of magic, so— What? They were united by their love of magic, so to speak. I even saw him in person once. Just think how small our world is, or to be more precise, how Noble is interested in dark cards are all connected to each other. No, Bear, that's— no. You have to tell me what to do, you know? But don't worry, your secret's safe with me for now. What do you want in exchange for your silence? Oh, nothing important, just one of the cards from the deck. Nathaniel won't even notice it's missing. What are you going to do with it? Sell it, of course. There isn't much work for an old crone like me. If it weren't for my gift, I would have been rotting in a ditch long ago. No, you should know how unstable magic is. Take one card and you ruin them all. Much less risky than refusing me my little request, but you do you, my dear. Farewell, I doubt we'll see each other again. Alright, child murderer. Morning, I hope that egg didn't bother you much. Gertrude, I saw her leaving the shop. Don't trust her, you got me? She would sell her own mother if she had one. You do you. I know, but thanks for the warning. Once bitten, twice shy. Did you want something? Sad to learn to read. Tired of the youth laughing at me. They mean no harm, but I want to be an example for him, you know? This primer saw its better days, but the other books are too difficult for me. There's so much text under my eyes every time I try to read something. Maybe it's because I'm getting old, who knows? That ain't the point. I don't want the youth to find out I'm reading a children's book, so replace the cover and write my name on it too. It's Stefania. You know how to write, don't ya? Baby's first primer. Oh my god. I haven't even considered writing. Beautiful. Oh wait, no. I have to clean it first. Oh, it's some stubborn dirt, huh? What happened to this one? What the fuck happened to it? Girl, help. How do I get the sides? How do I get the sides? Am I cooked? Oh, there was some dirt in the blanket that we all knew about. Okay. Alright. Can I make the brush smaller? If I do this. Nope. Is this smaller? No. This is as small as it goes? Okay. Girl, I'm writing this with a mouse, so... I know that you don't know what a computer is yet, but like... How does it know? It doesn't know. How is it supposed to know? That's the best I can do, girl. I'm writing with a mouse and keyboard. Maybe there is a way to put text in, like, literally this. I didn't even see this. I literally was like, oh yeah, that's just the title of the... My brain, holy shit. We literally have been able to put text the whole time. Look at these fonts. No, come on, dude. Let me do 256 size. You hate me? Come on, man. Big. Oh. I may be stupid. No. How to Charm a Lady. That's what this book is. Lesbians. Much obliged. Let's hope by our next meeting I'll be able to read the title, eh? I never me rambling. You got the work to do. See ya. Good day to you, bookbinder. I was pleased with the quality of your services last time. If it weren't for your questionable reputation, I would even recommend this shop to others. But alas, you'll have to settle for just me. I have a book I'd like to give to a friend of mine. She's a kind, sensual soul who loves poetry, and the cover should reflect that. It's too plain now, don't you think? I'd like to add some pattern, maybe flowers or hearts. No, let him flirt. Sure thing, give me a little time. I'm in no hurry. Any romantic pattern with hearts or flowers. Valentine pattern. It just makes sense to me, you know? These look so weird. They just look so weird. But it's what he wants. Woo! Like, can I put it behind the text? Can I... It's raining, and this is the rain, because there's no rain. Yep, that's the rain. And the banana and he's splashing around with a fish. And that's gaming, baby. Quality work, she'll like it. See you later. And remember what I said last time. That's between you and me, a personal matter. If you've even a shred of dignity, you'll understand. I have some news. Jenna's dead, far from the town wall, and hit her skull. It's unclear what she was doing there, but from what I've heard, she wanted to help a guard who suddenly got very sick. What a foolish way to go. A little more and I'll start to think your magic somehow messes with people's minds. That's a possibility, even I don't know. How can you say things like that so calmly? Goddess, you scare me sometimes. Gertrude said you need a rest for a day or two before doing another reading. Time isn't on our side, but I don't want to push you past your limits. You're too valuable to me now. Valuable, huh? Is that the only reason? Why? Fishing for compliments? Find a smarter way next time. No, of course it's not. Did Gertrude say anything else? Was she supposed to? Why are you asking me? Because you brought this up. Seriously, Page Darkness, Dementia Rape in a way. Is there something you know that I don't? No? Stop being paranoid. I was just curious. You're a terrible liar. It's written all over your face what happened. Nothing. Just drop it. No way. We'll come back to this conversation later. Do you want to visit Theo's grave with me? That's a terrible idea. That's probably the worst idea that I've ever heard. You stabbed him in the heart. No. Sure thing. I'll be at the fair the day after tomorrow. Find me there if you have any news, will you? Like what? You stabbed him in the stomach and the heart. Don't go to his grave and be like, duh. Like, fuck you. Hey, River, or whatever your name is, I came to learn as promised. I practiced a bit. Here, take a look. Did I do well? It's not... Honesty run? Honesty run? This is an abused child. Do you want to maybe be kind, or... No. What is that atrocity? You're the atrocity. Have you seen yourself? You're ugly, and your shop is ugly. It's not my face that's all scratched up. Who did that to you? It's none of your business. Your job is to teach me bookbinding. You're my master. If I've messed up, show me how to do it properly. Bear, exactly. Fine, but don't call me master ever. Do you understand? Yeah. Can we start already, please? How to draw butterflies. How to draw butterflies. It wants me to write how to draw butterflies? It wants me to do that? Okay. I mean, that's fine that it wants that. Like, I wouldn't criticize that. What's butterfly-ish? You. Yup, that's a butterfly. And then this is also a butterfly. And then... Bear, and absolutely I can. Where's my bug? Wait, he's a decoration. He's jewelry, apparently. Yeah, man. And that's him, baby. God, that really is him. I love how much this does not fit the vibe of the video game. What are you talking about? What is this children's book fucking butterfly? What are you talking about? They're flying over a grassy field. Okay. And was the Grink there? There's a big tree in the distance. In the distance, though. Okay. And then also... It's in the flower. Paw to draw butterflies. Okay. Dancing script. Yeah. Bold it. Bold it. Yeah, okay, sure, that can be the orientation. Now, the thing about this, transfer original image placeholder is not something that I know about. I'll say it. I'll say it. I don't know. I don't know what that means. I don't know what you're saying to me. And I'm done. Well, that's an atrocity. It's your fault. You seem particularly grumpy today. And you seem really calm for someone whose sisters died. So what? Don't get me wrong, I don't give a shit about her, but you should. Are you angry because I'm not upset enough? Are you deaf? I don't give a shit. It's my father who pisses me off. Does your father hurt you? He doesn't. Don't stick your nose in my family. Loon, welcome to the child-killing game! Yes. Good afternoon, River. I have another task for you. Surely you want to make up for your past mistake to the nobleman, don't you? You proved your competence last time, and I want to make sure it wasn't a lucky coincidence. My granddaughter's a very smart, outgoing, curious child, and I love her to pieces. I promised her I would give her notebook to the best bookbinder in town, which of course you're not. But you have potential, and I want to see what you're capable of. I'm honored, my lord. Why me? Because you're special, why else? I can sense the arcane in your blood, a magician from the artisan class, and a bastard, perhaps. I wouldn't be surprised if one of your parents came from nobility, but enough questions, you have work to do. My granddaughter wants a tiled cover with bows, buttons, and a pink frame, and don't forget the corners, golden ones. But she, drew Grandpa on it. You want me to get rid of that? But it's Grandpa. It's Peepaw. What the fuck? Pink. We're going pink, baby. All right. Ethereal. Okay, no, go. Yeah. And then just, there's buttons here. Ah, don't make them bigger. Yes, of course. They'll never know. You continue to surprise me. Winnie's a picky customer, just like her old uncle, but I think she'll be pleased with the result. Tell me, have you ever done tarot readings? This is so bad. No, never. Such a waste of talent, but if everyone was allowed to do whatever they wanted, the world would be in chaos, don't you agree? No, I disagree. I think the world would only benefit. Of course you do. You're an artisan. You drew the short straw at birth, and because of that, you're ready to sacrifice the current order for your own well-being. I don't blame you. Most people are selfish, not just the lower classes, but the nobility too. Especially the nobility. Why don't you come to my estate to tell me about your gift in a more pleasant environment, A good acquaintance of mine happens to be looking for a magician, and I believe you may be the one he needs. I'll invite him as well. He's strict but generous, so he'll be paid much more than here. Forgive me, my lord, but I have to decline. I love being a bookbinder. That wasn't a suggestion, artisan. You'll come to the mansion tomorrow and we will talk. No one is going to force you to work for that man against your will, but to refuse even to hear him, show some courtesy. I'd rather die. Leave me alone. As you wish. Good. I shall send someone for you, either right after the fair or in the evening. One of my guards, perhaps? We'll see. Going to a secondary location with this man. It's the day of the festival, I think. Morn Page, Darkness, Dementia, Raven Way, how you doing? I'm learning not just to read now, but to count as well. Did they teach you math at the orphanage? It's hard, you know. Almost like magic to me. Sir Nathaniel says I just need to practice more, but I don't buy it. Numbers aren't my thing. So I'm trying. Could you do the same as last time? A new cover and put my name on it. Loon, that's my full legal name. Don't you fucking forget about it. Do you have a fucking problem with me? I'll kill you. Wow, it's impossible to read. Here we go. She will have no idea what this says. She can't even read, like... She can barely read, and we're giving her, like, the most fucked up cursive that doesn't contrast well with the background. Here we go, baby! Alright. What if a banana was on the back of an owl? What would you do? That's kind of the end of my thought process. Rocks! With a seagull on them. And that's art, baby. You know, I feel rather good looking at my name on it. Never owned anything of my own, but now I have 2 old books. Hashtag my books. The youngins are gonna be jealous. When you say young ones, do you mean your own kids or Nate's orphans? Both. The orphans live off Sir Nathaniel's money, but I'm the one looking after them. I take my younger babies, twins, to the library almost every day so they can play together. One of them would like you for sure, but the other one said I'm becoming a knight, so for her bookbinders are boring. But commoners can't become knights, let alone girls. I'm not gonna shatter my baby's dream. She's 8. She'll understand it when she grows up. Maybe by that time the world will change, you know? Noble women are going to university now. It wasn't like that when I was little. And the captain of the guard was a commoner. Look at him now. I happen to have a swordsmanship manual. This is going to get her daughter killed. You sure? She's a smart gal. She can read, but she's too young for books like that. You better give it to someone else. Don't waste it on us. I'm sure older kids can read it to her. Read it themselves. Everyone learn to rise up. Thank you, Page Darkness, Dementia Ravenway. You got a good heart. I gotta go. Don't want to leave the youth unattended for too long. I don't have a good heart. I murdered a child. I killed her. She died. She, like, crushed her skull. I'm sipping. A loud knock at the door wakes you in the middle of the night. You jump out of bed. Who could it be? Nate? Doesn't he have keys? Last time he walked into the locked shop without any trouble. The knock comes again. Longer this time. More insistent. Nathaniel Foundling, by order of the captain of the guard, open the door immediately. Maverick, your heart skips a beat. What's he doing here? Has he come to arrest Nate? If you do not open the door, it will be considered obstruction of the law. Shit, should you open? Could he break in if you don't? You find yourself walking down the stairs, your legs barely obeying you. It feels like a dream, a nightmare. Don't you have better things to do, or have you caught every criminal in town yet? Your voice trembles slightly. You don't want to tell him Nate isn't here, but staying silent feels just as dangerous. So you stall. For what? You don't know yourself. Help won't come, because it never does. Page Darkness, Dementia Raven Way? Open the damn door. You were warned that I would come. No, I wasn't. What are you talking about? And then it occurs to you. The man in purple. He told you he would send someone for you. You just didn't expect it would be Maverick himself. Why does the captain of the guard take orders from some minor noble unless... You let out a bitter laugh. Yes. Yes, it all makes sense now. Why you weren't arrested, why the shop still wasn't searched for evidence, why you and Nate had the feeling you were getting away from what you've been done with what you've done until now. How could you have been so stupid? You'll never be free. You need to accept it until you've completely lost your mind, or perhaps madness is what you're looking for. It's better than being a tool for sure. A peaceful obscurity. You turn the lock, letting Maverick inside. His blue eyes seem to pierce right through you. Better hurry up, Lord Otto doesn't like to wait. And just like that, you're a scared 17-year-old kid all over again. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Bite him. Kill him. Chew on him. Scratching, kicking, biting. Who's this? Is that you? Who's this twink? You don't remember the way to Lord Otto's estate, but by the time you get there, it's already morning. You feel Maverick's heavy hand on your shoulder as you enter what must be the guest room. He hasn't said a word to you since the moment you left the shop. Wait here. And don't even think about running away. Got me? Am I a guest or a prisoner? Von Benwick invited you to talk, but was he honest with his words? Hardly. He came to your store in person. He knows who you are and what you've done. Still, you're alive. If he wanted to execute you, he would have done so by now, wouldn't he? Wait here. He closes the door behind him, and a moment later you hear a click. You're locked here, trapped. You look around the room. The first thing that catches your attention is a portrait on the wall. The young man, no older than 20 summers, stands next to von Benvik. His eyes are the same shade of brown. Is that his son? Why have you never heard of him? No, we're snooping. There's a glass of wine on the table. Is it for you? They're fools if you think you would fall for that. As you get closer to the portrait, you notice that it's quite old, or to be more precise, the paint on the left-hand side has flaked off and faded, but the paint on the right side has not. Weird. Then there's a book in the cupboard. The History of Magic says the title. As you open it, a bookmark falls out. It reminds you of a phoenix feather, even though you've never seen a phoenix in real life. Or even in a picture, but your mom used to tell you bedtime stories about them, and that's exactly how you imagine their plumage. An idea pops into your head. What if you steal it? Having something belonging to von Benvik could be useful for a tarot reading, or very dangerous for you. Absolutely. You quickly hide the bookmark in the folds of your clothes, and after putting the book back in its place, sit down on the chair to wait for Lord Otto. Minutes pass before you hear approaching footsteps in the court. So, is the implication with the Phoenix that this is the same guy? Is he phoenixing? Is he phoenixing? Just one guy? Just one Spider-Man or woman? He die and then he go, and then he die and then he go, and then he die and then he go. Minutes pass before you hear approaching footsteps in the corridor. Several people. Judging by the clanking of their armor, the guards. Maverick's voice cuts in. Wine, and ain't that the fucking truth? Ain't that the fucking truth, baby? This game is so fucking messy. I'm obsessed with it. My lord, are you sure? For your own safety. You're forgetting yourself, boy. You have your orders. Carry them out. Aye, my lord. A moment later, the door opens and you see him. A man in purple. Your noble customer. They told me. They warned me because he's got purple on. And the book was about the guy that had purple on. It was always coming to this. Like Five Nights at Freddy's. The ruler of the town. A nervous chuckle escapes your lips. Who will be next? The king himself? You wouldn't be surprised. How do you find my estate, Page Darkness, Dementia Ravenway? Of course, he calls you by your real name. In his eyes, you're not only Nate's accomplice, but also a liar. The question is, how much does he know? This room suits your status, my lord, but I haven't seen the others yet, so I can't tell. A small act of defiance, like a final threat before the gallows, but he only smiles. You clench your teeth. He's just like him. He reminds you of him so much. You're not really one for exchanging pleasantries, are you? We're similar in that matter. He sits down on the sofa across from you, his eyes never leaving yours. I know you had a hand in my messenger's death. His name was Theo, if I'm not mistaken. You're not sure if it's a rhetorical question, but not anyway. The boy knew his job well, but his death proved far more useful to me than his service ever did. When Maverick told me about the new bookbinder and mentioned your name, I couldn't believe my ears. I had to see for myself, to feel your magic. He leans forward. His voice is soft and insinuating, as if he's afraid someone might be listening in. Magic so powerful it killed my dear colleague, your master. Did we just black out? Oh yeah, you closed your eyes trying to stay calm, so he knows. If he was his customer, he knows everything. Being accused of Theo's murder is one thing, but this? You're not getting away with this, even if the gods themselves rise to save you. Von Benvik's next words melt into your own heartbeat. The room is spinning. I swear I'll have your hands cut off if you don't hurry, said him. Your cheek is sore from the slap. Your whole body is trembling. He's probably bluffing. You're too useful to make you a cripple, but you don't want to find out. When the door slams shut, you turn back to the desk. You're running out of ink, and it feels as if your very soul is drained and exhausted. The weak magicians could only guide, but the strongest ones could create, your mother used to say. Were her words true after all? Hardly. You're not blessed, you're cursed, literally, because your blood's a poison. It doesn't make you powerful. You're nothing but a cracked vessel. What would she say if she were alive? She would despise you for sure. She would have regretted bringing you into this world, and what hurts the most, she would be right about it. You take your creation in your hand. Huh? Huh? A dark deck, one of many. It took months to create the first one, months of nosebleed and vomiting and headache. There were a few times when you thought you were going to die. Your body was falling apart and coming back together. He believes you could manage, and you did. Now it's no more difficult for you than drawing on paper. That's how it's supposed to be with normal cards, or so you've heard. Painless, enjoyable even. But these ones? The magic in them is as unstable as you are. Still make your fingers tingle a bit, as if they're being pricked with needles. It's almost funny. You wonder what happens with that sustained energy if you lose control. Or to be more precise, when you lose it. I suppose I owe you my gratitude. The deck, the first deck I ordered from him, helped me through my hardest times. Unfortunately, the second one never made it to my estate. Just say what you want from me. You don't even add my lord. There's no way to escape what's coming, which means there's no reason to bend over backward for him, but instead of flying into a rage, he just raises his eyebrow. Do you want to die that badly? Please, you won't kill me. I'm way too valuable. You probably won't believe me, but I'm not going to keep you locked up here, or beat you for that matter. Don't be so surprised. As I said, he was my colleague. I knew him well, and I have no desire to pretend he was a decent man. Servants deserve to be punished if they have done wrong, but to take one's anger out on them, that's behavior unworthy of a noble. Okay, okay, hitting is fine, but he draws the line. He draws the line, okay? So... Barrett, now the thing is... Does it even matter that we're not being verbally abused? Because internally, we are verbally abusing ourselves to such a degree it's insane. Every time we think about ourselves, we're like, we are a scourge. We deserve to be killed. He picks up a glass of wine from the table and takes a few small sips. Our duty is to protect you in the country. Unfortunately, most of us fail to remember that, even the king. His gaze shifts to the portrait, and you notice something akin to a longing in his eyes. My son gave his life for him in the war, and for what? He didn't even keep half of his promises. You frown, confused. He's talking about the Swamp War. Isn't he? But it ended a decade ago, and the young man in the portrait looks no longer than 25, while Von Benvik is as old as he's now. Oh. He probably ordered a portrait of his son to be altered to include himself. That would explain this flaking paint. But enough of the past. His tone's harsher now. Everything inside you tenses as he turns his attention back to you. I want you to work for me, to be my personal magician. You have a choice to refuse, but if you do, I'll have you executed for aiding and abetting the murder of my messenger and for murdering a nobleman. Becca? You can't be pulled away in this video game. The killing. The murdering. That's not really a choice, then. You have to make every effort to keep your voice steady, but it's not panic that you're trying to hold back. It's anger, annoyance. This book's title is simply bookbinding, by the way. The desire to smash his head with his damn class until it breaks, or until his skull does. The last time you felt such a whirlwind of emotions, you ended up killing your tormentor. You just wanted to do a reading on him to make his life worse, but took it away instead. It was the happiest day ever. You might think I'm blackmailing you, but I'm not. The punishment for aiding and abetting the murder of a messenger is hanging, an unpleasant but rather quick death. The punishment for the murder of a nobleman, however, is much worse. You avert your gaze, not knowing what to say. He's not lying. You've heard horrifying stories about commoners who've been tortured and then burned alive for daring to rebel against their masters. He's not lying, and you hate that. By offering you work for me, I'm doing you a huge favor. You'll have your own big room, 3 good meals a day, fine clothes, and a monthly wage, and freedom, too, eventually. Help me to achieve my goals, and I'll let you go as I did with Maverick for his deeds in the war. He still serves me, but being a captain was his choice, not mine. You silently shake your head. You already fell for sweet talk like that 5 years ago, and your naivete cost you dearly. What's worse, a slow, agonizing death or servitude, being burned at the stake or beaten almost every day for years on end? You don't trust me, and that's wise. Only a fool agrees to something they know nothing about. So if you have questions, which I'm sure you do, ask. What are your goals? He looks at the portrait again, clutching the glass more tightly. His expression is thoughtful, as if considering how much he's willing to tell you. All the king's siblings are dead. Some were killed in the war, others were poisoned or died of the illness. The illness? The illness. If anything were to happen to him, I would be next in line for the throne as the closest of his distant relatives, and after me, my 13-summer-old granddaughter. So you want to kill the king? That's not ambition anymore, it's sheer stupidity if he expects you to— No, I'm loyal to the crown, no matter what fool may wear it. You better remember that, but there are other people who want to kill him and claim the throne to themselves. To them, my granddaughter's no less of a threat. She's due to marry the king in 3 years' time when she turns 16. Oh! With heirs in the picture, staging a coup will become much more difficult. Child marriage! As the only magician who can create dark cards, I need you on my side to protect my family. But my cards don't kill, they ruin people's fates, that's all. Rather unreliable way to get rid of enemies, if you ask me. The murder was an accident. You're lying through your teeth, but he couldn't know about the ritual, could he? A condescending smile appears on von Benvik's lips. You have potential, you'll learn. Oh my god. Guys, my voice is going to be absolutely fucked. It's going to be fucked. It's already fucked. I feel it. I feel it in my bones. It's fucked. It's greebling me. Why do you need me if you're a magician yourself? My house has never been particularly gifted when it comes to magic. His voice is matter-of-fact when he says that. There's no regret in it, only I have tea. But the tea only does so much for, like, the feeling that's kind of in my chest. I don't ever be able to create dark cards, let alone ones with lethal power. Your master was not only an excellent teacher, but also a talented magician. I'm neither one nor the other. What's it like when a simple artisan's more powerful than you? Must be humiliating. You couldn't help but poke the bear. His calm demeanor— Poke the bear! Bear mention. His calm demeanor pisses you off. He's nobody without his name. Take away his title and what's left. Just an old, pathetic man. Agate may be naive and spoiled by wealth, but she has a kind heart. Nate may be a bastard, but he carved his way out of poverty thanks to his determination. Nope. Von Benvik, he's not even good with magic, and he acts like he owns this world. We all have our strengths and weaknesses. In that regard, we nobles are no different from you. What are your strengths, my lord, apart from your name? Knowing when my name's not enough to get what I want. A cautious knock at the door interrupts your conversation. You both turn at the sound and see Maverick. What's the matter? I've returned with the report, my lord. He glances at you briefly. Nathaniel's street rats told him what had happened. He knows Page Darkness Dementia Raven Way is here. A petty thief and a bunch of children's no threat to us. With all due respect, my lord, these are not just children. Many of them are adolescents who know how to handle weapons and pick locks, and even the younger ones can cause trouble. Don't tell me you think they can sneak into the castle. They don't need to sneak into the castle to make your life miserable, my lord. They both turn their attention to you. Von Benvik looks displeased, but Maverick nods in agreement. They're right. There are grain silos to burn, pastures with livestock to kill, and wells to poison. That's how Nathaniel managed to bend your predecessor to his will. Von Benvik waves his hand dismissively, but you can see the doubt in his eyes. We could just hang him. That won't change anything. His rats will still go and destroy the town's supplies, only now not for blackmail, but for revenge. And if we hang them too, the people might revolt, because no one likes child murderers. Whoopsie! And may I say, my lord, that's quite a sacrifice, considering you were intending to let them go anyway. It doesn't immediately dawn on you who he's talking about, but when it finally does, surprise flickers across your face. I'm not going to keep you locked up in here. Was Von Benvik speaking the truth? I can see you're a bit taken aback by Maverick's words. There's no point in keeping you here against your will. It will only build resentment. I'd prefer you to consider my offer at home. Maverick? Yes, my lord? Escort Page Darkness Dementia Raven Way out of the castle. As you wish, my lord. He gestures for you to stand up, and you obey, still not fully believing you're about to leave the estate alive and unharmed. A myriad of thoughts races through your mind as you walk towards the door. I'd prefer you to consider my offer at home. Why did he say that? He isn't a fool. He has to know you'll try to escape. I won't wait forever. You have some time to think, but not much. Von Benvik's voice makes you stop. It's colder now, impatient, and it carries a threat. And don't even think about running away. The guards at the gates won't let you through. Before you can say anything, Maverick places a hand on your shoulder and leads you out of the room. Maverick, help! Maverick, you're in love with a woman. Tell me about her. I can save you. I can give her a book with a rabbit on it. Maverick escorts you beyond the castle as ordered by Von Benvik. Neither of you says a word to the other. Once you've passed through the gate, he leaves you on your own. It rained recently, and you're shivering from the cold, though you're not sure if it's coming from the outside. What the hell just happened? You try to collect your thoughts over and over, but they keep falling apart. Your secret was revealed, or, to be more precise, it seems Von Benvik had known about it all along. Was he just playing with you? And what are you supposed to do now? You have time to think. Think of what exactly? Whether to become a slave or die? Page Darkness Dementia Raven Way! You notice a familiar figure in the distance rapidly approaching you. There's relief on Nathaniel's face, but you can't help but smile too. Believe it or not, I was genuinely scared. I thought they were torturing you. Believe it or not, Von Benwick and I just talked. A silent question appears in Nate's eyes. Well, of course. You've almost forgotten that he doesn't know, but he deserves to. If he spent the whole night looking for you, he does. It's a long story and not for prying ears. Let's talk in the shop, shall we? It's only day 11. You could hardly sleep last night. For some reason, your very soul feels as though it's been turned inside out. Maybe because of everything that happened yesterday, or maybe because you and Nate have spent a few hours bickering and arguing as you tried to figure out what to do next, unsuccessfully so. Von Benwick's castle is well defended. He has many wonderful friends and allies who we all love, and above all, he's a wealthy noble who's loved by the townsfolk. Is it even possible to get rid of him? Even time is not on your side. How much of it do you have left? Nate suggested that you not waste it now and meet at the tavern in the evening instead, when you would both be a bit more rested. Meanwhile, he left the shop at dawn to warn his rats to be on standby just in case. Your mind drifts to Agate. Does she hate you now? You feel guilty about how things turned out for her. Will you ever see her again? But there's no point in thinking about that now. It won't do you any good. You need a distraction. After quickly washing your face, you head down to the ground floor. Your customers are waiting for you. Thank you for the sip. Hello? Good morning, bookbinder. What's with the long face? You look so gloomy in such wonderful weather. It's a crime in its own, you know. Leon, you gotten even paler now. I'm sorry if I startled you. I didn't mean to. Just wanted to cheer you up a bit. I'm Leon, a knight from Rumia. Have you ever been there? No. Do you want something? A few decorations for my album, if you please. Something that would match the colors of my armor. Also silver book corners and some flowers. Any kind will do, except yellow ones. Fuck you. Fuck you. Think about that. You ever thought about that? Fuck you. Sure. Okay. Oh. It's not, that's not blue, apparently. Is this blue? No. I guess it's like silver, which to me is like close enough to blue, but we live in a society, okay? I guess it has to say blue. Here, let me give him a little bow tie. And then... What if the flowers are blue? Does that count? It does. I don't want that. I want to give more bows. Hell yeah, brother. Beautiful, 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 very powerful. Hello. Thank you, it looks pretty. Well, it already looked pretty, but you made it even prettier. Now it's almost as pretty as me. No, truly, why are you so sad? Did something happen? People are constantly trying to use me, and I'm sick of it. Use you? What do you mean? If someone wants to hurt you physically, just say so. I can help. It's my duty as a knight. We help everyone, nobles and commoners, friends and strangers. I know it sounds idealistic, but I mean it. And you look very, very upset and exhausted. Oh, thanks for your concern, bud. There's nothing you can do. With your permission, I must disagree. I'm not merely a knight, but a nobleman as well. I have connections. One of your connections, the captain of the guard, is the cause of my misery, so... Maverick. He's a good man. The only ones who should fear him are criminals. Some crimes are justified. I'm afraid I have to get back to work. If you say so. I'll be in town for another few days. Perhaps we'll see each other again. Take care. Agate! Page Darkness, Dementia Raven Way, you're alive. They let you go. I thought I'd never see you again. Why didn't you send me a letter? Why have you been lying to me all this time? Maverick told me you're a magician and that you killed someone. A noble and an orphan kid too. What's going on? Page Darkness, Dementia Raven Way, say something. Okay, well, confess. I mean, she already knows. She's already aware of it. Maverick fucking told her. Yeah, I killed him. Don't mention Jenna, please. Yeah. Loon, it's a thing that happened, yes. Oh, she came close. By the time you finish your confession, night's already fallen. Agate's been listening to you intently. Who's been listening intently stopped crying long ago, but her eyes are still red. Yours too. That's a lot to process. I know. That's why I kept it a secret. A lie. Why do you keep lying to her? You didn't want to get caught. That was your main motivation. I should be angry at you at what you did, and I am, but what choice did you have? You chuckle bitterly. She cares far more about the murder than about the cards themselves. That's not funny. Do I really look like I'm having fun? You hated being here arguing with her as you often do with Nate. Your conversations with her were always peaceful, full of laughter and warmth, and now it's all gone. She shakes her head in disappointment. You should have told me earlier. I shouldn't have found out from Maverick. What difference would that make? A big one, actually. She would have abandoned you. You wouldn't have understood, just as she doesn't understand now. She wouldn't have. You know about my research. I love helping people. I'd help you. Our first meeting, if you'd asked me for money back then. Stop it, please. You don't have time for her naivete. Nate's probably already waiting for you at the tavern. At least she doesn't push you as he does. Her expression softens a little, and somehow it makes you even angrier. I'm sorry for pretending to be someone I wasn't, but I don't regret what I did, not in the slightest. Agate falls silent and turns towards the window, peering into the darkness. Her fingers tighten around the edge of her sleeve. The air between you feels even heavier now. I don't think you were pretending, and I don't know what I would have done in your place, so I can't judge you. You're doing it right now. I can't just brush it off, Page Darkness, Dementia Raven Way. I still do care about you a lot, but your secrets put me and my family in danger, and you're still a murderer, a justified one perhaps, but a murderer nonetheless. And the creator of the dark cards, in case you've forgotten about that part. Her words hurt way too much. 5 years of torment, and she feels sorry for him, but not for you? Might be better if you left. Yeah, it might. She walks past you towards the door, but stops right on the threshold. I'll help you with Von Venvik. I won't let you be cornered like that again. You're still my friend. Good night. Agate, we talked twice. We've spoken twice. Like, what? That was so breakup coded. That was crazy. And just like that, she's gone. Girl, help. Like, took you long enough. Nick gives you a displeased look as you approach him. He sits at his favorite table in the corner of the tavern, lazily twirling a dagger in his hands. At this point, you're convinced it's his favorite activity to be mean to you. Agate came to see me. It was a long conversation. Will she help us? She said she will. She hasn't explained how, but you have a feeling you'll hear from her again soon. She's not one to throw words around. Well, don't dwell on her too much. She's still a noble. You make it sound like you already have a plan. Let's say I have an idea. He gestures for you to sit down. You obey, preparing yourself for whatever he's going to say next. You know it's going to be dangerous, and most of the risk will fall on you. What are you saying about killing another noble? If I could kill Von Venvik, I'd have done it by now. He's 60 summers old, no less. He's already had a reading in his elderhood. How can you be so sure? Taro's unpredictable. He doesn't strike me as someone who likes taking unnecessary risks. Why change your fate when you're already happy with what you have? We should give it a try, Page Darkness, Dementia Raven Way. You shrug apathetically. You don't like how it sounds. To do that, you need one of Von Benvik's personal items. Sneaking into his castle is already a problem on its own. Unless you pull the stolen bookmark from the folds of your clothes. What the hell is this? Von Benvik's personal item. I found it in the guest room of his girl. I know that we're not a girl. We're not a girl. We're non-binary, but girl. The guest room. The guest room. And you're assuming it's his? The guest room. Say what you just said back to me again. Like, will I be using it? Yes. I want to see what happens. Absolutely. But like, Nate raises an eyebrow, not sharing your newfound enthusiasm. Sounds like a trap for a gullible person. I'd like to say, can't believe you fell for that, but I know you all too well, so... Shut up, will you? You're not helping. You hate that there's a grain of truth in his words. Why was the book in the guest room rather than in his own chambers? And why in the cupboard instead of a bookcase? Or are you overthinking things again? We'll have to steal something else. Page Darkness, Dementia Raven Way. You should be careful. You can't just say those two sentences one after the other and expect me to take you seriously. How long will we have to wait before we know if the reading worked? A day or two? What if it turns out the bookmark isn't Von Benvik's? Then what? We start over? You don't have time for that. I don't have any thieves who can sneak into the castle either. Come on, you work in the shop all day. Every criminal in the town knows that it belongs to me. Surely you've made some useful connections by now. You fall silent as you think back on everyone you've met during your time here. None of them seem like a good choice, and the few who do won't help you, and it picks up on it from your grim expression. Why am I not surprised? Well, my rats won't pull it off, I'm afraid. His face darkens. Now you both look like two grumpy drunkards to whom the innkeeper refused to serve any more ale. The thought makes you chuckle bitterly. I can do it, though. It'll be dangerous, but I can. For you. What's even the point, then? Would you rather sit around and wait? Oh... I wanted to... like, it's absolutely not his bookmark. But I want to do it so bad. Who will die? Who will just die? Alright. Don't say I didn't warn you later. You better do the reading as soon as you come to the shop, though. That's the plan. Are you with me? For some reason, you don't want to stay there alone, especially at night. Sure thing. I'm not in the mood for drinking anyway. Kill, 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 murder, death, destruction, obliteration, killing, biting. Here's the cards, hurry up, I don't want you to be stuck here all night. The lovers? And poison. What the fuck do you mean, the lovers? Maverick. What does this do? It doesn't. Oh, we don't know. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's so quiet. The fact that, like, the instinct is to do the Emperor makes me be like, but then why, what, who would this be? Who? We don't know. For sure. So. Sure. The Emperor and poison. Does that mean Von Benvik's gonna get poisoned? A little too straightforward for tarot, if you ask me. I'm almost disappointed. Not necessarily. As you said in the tavern, cards are unpredictable. Well, then let's hope he dies a slow and painful death. Not by poison, though. That's too boring. What now? Well, wait, and pray that your damn bookmark really does belong to Von Benvik. When, or rather if, anything happens to him, my rats will be among the first to know. I'll see you around, be careful. I love imagining Nate with, like, actual rats. All the rats in town, they're, like, in the sewers, they're running around, they're oh, it's nighttime again? I have a new letter. Sorry for yesterday, I think we both got carried away. Find me at the fair tomorrow if you have any news or just want to spend some time together. Fine. My dear friend, I hope you remember me. I was at your shop a few days ago, and you showed great interest in my life's work. I'm going to find another book for my collection. Would you mind joining me in my search tonight at 2 o'clock in the graveyard? Benedict. Page Darkness, Dementia Raven Way. I spoke to a friend of mine who might be able to help you. She said she'd think about it. Let us hope for the best. In the meantime, take care of yourself. Don't do anything reckless. Hello. Bookbinder, I must admit it turns out you're a far more interesting person than I'd thought, and I'm not one to be surprised easily. Come, let us speak upstairs, shall we? This conversation's not for prying ears. Agate sent you, didn't she? You close the door behind you as you ask this, even though being in the same room as a noble makes you feel uneasy. Lady Teresa is sitting on your bed, her posture stiff, surveying your belongings with a look that can only be described as pretentious. Her fingers nervously drum against the book she's holding. I'm not a messenger to be sent around, and I'm not my lady to you, child, and I'm my lady. How much do you know, my lady? That's the main thing on your mind right now. Your biggest secret spreads from mouth to mouth faster than wildfire on a windy day. First Gertrude. First Gertrude. Von Benwick and Maverick, then Agate and her parents. If it continues like this, it won't end with Otto, whether you manage to get rid of him or not. Gertrude. Less than I'd like. I know that you're a magician with a rare gift, suspected of murdering a noble, and that Von Benwick's threatening to have you executed if you refuse to work for him. You frown, confused. What does she mean by rare gift? The cards or your arcane abilities? Lady Teresa reads your expression in her own way. Note that I said suspected. I'm not accusing you of anything. But I hope you understand that for common people, there's no real difference, thus I can't help you. Then why are you here, my lady? Someone like her wouldn't have come all this way for a pointless talk. She wants to turn it into a deal. If you're as talented as Agate claims, Von Benwick won't be the last noble to want to snap you up. There are some rumors that magicians have far more potential than was generally thought. What rumors? You're sure she's talking about the dark cards, because what else could it be? You've created 11 decks, one of which remained with your master, another accidentally ended up with Nate. The other 10 were sent to his noble friends through the black market. Him. Von Benwick was one of them. Lady Teresa was not. Still, she knows something, even if she doesn't have the full picture, which means that her spies, whom she undoubtedly has, are skilled enough to sniff out threats, but not good enough to trace them back to their source. Why is the bell ringing? Get out of my store! Don't bother thinking about it. Your life and freedom should be your main concerns now. They are. That's why I value my time so highly, my lady. Not so subtle a way of telling her you're tired of beating around the bush. If she has a proposal, she better spell it out now. She wouldn't dare punish you for your insolence. It simply isn't in her best interest. Then let me save you some, bookbinder. As I've already told you, I can't help you with Lord Otto. However, should something tragic befall him, as it did your poor master, you'll have my protection. No matter how gifted you are, you're not an animal to be kept on a leash. You tilt your head slightly, taking in what she said. There's much more in her words than appears at first glance. Does she believe you killed him with a dark deck, and want you to do the same with Von Benwick? Could it be that she somehow found out about your plan? Whatever her intentions may be, you know for certain they do not come from the heart. It's very kind of you, my lady. I'll keep it in mind. Don't give a definitive answer, but don't say no either. That seems to be the best possible tactic for now, except that your knowledge of tactic begins and ends with the word itself. Lady Teresa acknowledges your caution with a brief nod as she stands up, her fingers clenched tightly around the book. Thank you for your hospitality. To your surprise, she doesn't leave, pointing at her book instead. Would you mind decorating it for me? I was quite pleased with your previous work. Of course. Yeah. Please follow me downstairs. Yeah, no, of course. This is my son's favorite book, so be very careful. I want it bound in velvet with some gold ornaments, but keep the original drawing intact. How do I transfer original image? What are you talking about? Game? I know I skipped the tutorial, but like... Placeholder. I don't know. I don't know, man. I can't put a velvet cover and then also have the image. I don't know how. I don't know how to do it. I'm not strong enough. What does this do? Like if I... Oh! The whole time. Okay. You know what, guys? Don't. So the whole time I could have been keeping the titles and I didn't. If only at some point... Becca? I'm very tired, okay? My throat hurts and I'm very tired. And you're greebling me. Rachel, I played the demo. And I was like, I remember the demo. I remember the tutorial in the demo. It was like, click these to put the thing on. So I was like, great, awesome. So I skipped it. I don't know if this was in the demo. And I was like, I know more than you. But I didn't. Naturally. Thank you. Henry would have been delighted. Forgive me, my lady, but is that your son's name? It is. I don't want to talk about this now. Good night. I hope I'll have the opportunity to speak again. Page Darkness, Dementia Ravenway. Henry? Is that Maverick? You have the same hair color, or is he dead? I don't know. Sorry for disturbing you again, Bookbinder, but you'll have to come to my rescue once more. I'm Leon. Hope you remember me, but I wouldn't be surprised if you don't. Glad to see you're in a better mood today. I need a new cover for my book. Any will do. A pattern with flowers, pies, or something cute and silver corners like last time. Without the original title, it's my main requirement. The Fallen Hero, a tale of a man who betrayed his country. And you want pies on it? But you want pies on it? That's what you want? There. Okay, well, no, we can be creative about this. Don't use the do you want me to put a different title? Wait. Or do you not want the image either? Why is it not checking off? Do you want me to type something? Yes. My immortal. Timmy? Timmy, is that good news? Is that good news? Or is that bad news? What's happening? Is that... Yay, okay, not good news. Okay, Timmy. Okay. Roboto. I mean, you get to hang out here, and I always love when you're here. Hashtag my Timmy. Bear, we don't know yet. We don't know yet. Pet. Timmy, I did because our character name is Page Darkness Dementia Raven Way. It said don't use the original title, so I made a new one. Okay? It's my immortal. There's a banana. Seems I'll have to read the book in a locked room at night by candlelight, especially when Maverick's around. I had to complain about you to the Reeve, but I've grown too attached to you to do so. What's Maverick got to do with it? The book's about him, or more precisely, Maverick's believed to have inspired the main character. After all, he chose to fight on the side of our king, a commoner, against a rebellion of commoners. He may be a hero in town, but many see him as a traitor. Well, it's not my story to tell. I have to go. I'll come back later to see how you're doing, okay? Bye! Timmy, I'm glad that you're free, but I'm also... But, oh god, but... Today you closed the shop early. Nate will probably get mad at you if he finds out, but you don't care. There are too many unpleasant thoughts wriggling like worms in your head, eating you alive and making you feel uneasy, for lack of a better word. You did the reading 2 nights ago. Still, there's no news about Von Benvik's expected death. What if the cards didn't work? What if Nate was right and you accidentally killed an innocent person? Most importantly, what are you supposed to do now? The waiting is driving you insane. I miss my mom. The first 8 years of your life, you were a happy, loved child. Her precious baby, as she called you. You were always well fed and had plenty of toys. She taught you how to read and write and kissed your forehead every night before bed. You were like her, and yet not like her at all. Your eyes were different from hers, but you shared the same hair color. She was a cheerful soul, while you were quiet and reserved, but both of you enjoyed singing. She used to tell you that you were the best thing that had ever happened to her. It's been 14 summers since her death. She's long since become just a memory, but you want her here more than ever before. You don't want tomorrow to come, so you fight sleep for as long as you can, but eventually your eyelids grow heavy and exhaustion begins to take over. Before you know it, you slip into darkness. Sipping to try and fucking save me. Who did the bookmark kill? Kill, kill, kill. Oh, okay. Page darkness, dimensional raven way, not every artisan's honored with a personal visit from the town's ruler, let alone 3. But you're far too fascinating a person to send Maverick after you. Let's cut the pleasantries, shall we? I've given you more than enough time to think over my proposal. What's your decision? If you're considering running away, or gods forbid attacking me, don't. Maverick's guarding the door outside. He knows how to strike to make his victims suffer. Your death won't be fast. Okay. Where will I be staying in the castle? The guest room where we were talking is yours. You may finish it however you wish, and even continue working as a bookbinder, as long as you don't neglect my orders. How much did Nathaniel pay you? I'll pay twice as much. So if the guest room is ours, does that make the bookmark ours? That would be fun. Will you let me see my friends? You'll become my servant, not a prisoner or a slave. Of course, at first you'll only be allowed to leave the castle under escort, but if you prove your loyalty to me, both in word and deed, your life will be no different from that of others. God. No. No. Never again. Very well. If that's what you desire. Not many would dare contradict a lord, but this is hardly your first time doing so. I shall grant you for your bravery, don't you think? Please accept this handmade book. See the gems? One such stone would be enough to ensure you never know want for the rest of your days. Take it. Take it and do the reading on yourself. I want to see what you're capable of. Or would you rather die by Maverick's sword? It won't be fast. He knows how to strike to make his victims suffer. You already said that. Get your deck out, he says. How could you say that to me? Get poisoned, idiot! The fool and poison. Fate has a sense of humor. But that's hardly my concern. Enjoy your life while it lasts, and if by some miracle you survive, we'll speak again. Unfortunately for you, I'm a stubborn man. Get poisoned, idiot. When the door closes behind Von Benvik, you don't immediately realize that he's gone. The world seems unusually quiet and dim, as if you were looking at it through a thick layer of water. You don't feel sick, nor are you in pain. Did the reading even work? You don't know how long you stood there, staring into the distance in a daze. It's only when you hear footsteps approaching the shop that you finally come back to senses. Does someone want to kill you? Maim you? Tarot magic does terrible things to people's minds. You don't know how long you stood there, staring into the distance in a day. Oh, yep. No, he's repeated it. That's not good. You don't remember making your way upstairs to your room. Your head feels all foggy. What are you supposed to do now? Just lay and wait for your death? That's all you've got left. Even if you survive, Von Benvik will never leave you alone. He made it clear. It's almost funny how no matter how hard you try to escape your fate, it catches up with you with time and time again. You, a magician who can bend other people's lives to your will. Another reminder that this world will always belong to the nobles. You'd kill half of them if you could, and the other half too if they hadn't learnt their lesson. Except Agate and Benedict. Would they be kind to you if they knew how cruel you are? Have you always been cruel? Perhaps this is your punishment for being like that. Before long, sleep overtakes you. A coughing fit wakes you up. When you finally manage to breathe again, your chest feels tight and a strange weakness spreads through your body. Maybe it's the cold night air or a cold coming on. You cling to the thought and try to get up, only to fall to your knees as another cough tears through you, wheezing and wet. You feel the metallic taste on your tongue. Your vision starts to blur. A ringing fills your ears. There it comes. At least Von Benvik won't get what he wanted. He can go to hell. You smirk bitterly at the thought. The only person who will rot there is you, not him. He's 3 times your age. He's not about to die any sooner. But you're doomed. Darkness, Dementia Raven, swallows you whole. This time, forever. No. Okay, so you die in the game. You die for real. Like... If I say no and I choose the other reading, what would happen? I want to see. What if it's get death poison? What about that? Okay. Yep. We're standing there. Maybe I can death the fool. Nope. No! I don't think I can death the fool. Maybe? Alright, hi again, idiot. Alright. No. I have to use the dark magics. Okay. Just go. Just go. Just go. No! Okay, so... What if I say that I did a reading? Okay. The reading, for what? You would have needed one. For that, you would have needed one of my personal belongings, and to the best of my knowledge, nothing has been stolen from the castle, which means you or someone else did so without the guards noticing. Which means you, or someone who wanted to help you, did so without the guards noticing. We're just gonna tell him? I stole a bookmark from the guest room with the phoenix feather. Oh, that explains why I haven't heard from Lady Teresa since yesterday. I reckon it will be long before we hear news of her death. You've surprised Mel. A complete lack of intelligence and carelessness in one person. A dangerous combination for a magician of such power. At least you've rid me of a rival, for that I'm sincerely grateful. I don't need to explain the punishment for attempting to kill the town's ruler, but you still have a chance to save your life. Okay. As for you, you're coming with me. Now the townsfolk grow accustomed to seeing you by my side. Okay. You return to the room where you were just 3 days ago, except this time Von Benvik's with you. Were his words about Lady Teresa true? You're not sure you want to know. If she really has died, it's your fault entirely, and it means you don't have an ally now. You're on your own. This is your new room. I'll have the servants remove the painting and place a bed here, but for tonight you'll have to make do with the sofa. Don't worry, you'll be given blankets and pillows softer than anything you've ever slept on. What about my duties? That's all you care about right now. He wants you to build dark decks for him, so what's all this preamble about? You don't need his false benevolence. That can wait until tomorrow. Did you know that when a person sleeps in a new place, their subconscious is awake, or at least that's what the physicians say? I need you to be well rested, so today you're free to do whatever you like. But don't leave the castle without Maverick's escort. Oh, and one more thing. For the last time, I'm my lord to you. There's a veiled threat in his voice, and you nod reluctantly. Don't want to know. Can you show me? As you wish, my lord. Good, we'll see each other in the morning. He heads toward the door without saying another word. As his footsteps fade down the corridor, you let out a sigh of relief. You're alone, finally. But what are you supposed to do now? You don't want to sleep. Actually, the only thing you want is to get out of here. But is that even possible? You're in his castle, watched over by his best guards. What if you killed Von Benvik in his bed? Or over dinner? He's always within arm's reach now, or rather, within the reach of a dagger. If only you could get one. Then you'd have to say goodbye to your own life as well. You don't want to die. There should be another way. You're stretched out on the sofa looking at the spires of the town as it slowly falls asleep. Von Benvik's town, but yours as well. You were born and grew up here. He wasn't. You'd never heard his name before your return. Many locals have known you since you were a baby. He may have a title, but you have roots. Why were you so keen to get away from this place? Obstacles. Opportunities. Two main reasons, but now the thought of spending the next few years under Von Benvik's roof, or worse, in the capital, far away from the familiar streets, feels unbearable. You can't kill him, can't escape without the guards hunting you down, can't ruin his fate, so it seems you're doomed. Shortly afterward, the promised pillows and blankets are brought to you. Wrapping yourself in them like a cocoon, you lie down on the sofa and try to fall asleep, but your mind refuses to quiet down. It's only near dawn that you finally manage to drift off. And you die. Oh. Get out of bed, you have work to do. You wake to the sound of von Bergov's loud voice. It's still too early, at least in your opinion, but you still obey, vivid memories of the previous night lingering in your mind. You remember the beggar. Was it just a dream? Huh? Hurry up, I'm running out of patience. What? My store that I have in your home. You set up a little shop for me? Oh, enrichment for my enclosure. You know, it's like you're mimicking my natural habitat. I need you to create another dark deck. Will you manage? Of course. Judgment. Poison. Killing. Biting. Beautiful. Oh, I missed a spot. I missed multiple spots? There we go. That's all for today. You may indulge in your little craft if you wish. I believe Sir Leon wanted you to repair some book for him. What? What the fuck does this mean? Game, what the fuck does this mean? What the fuck does this mean? I have to click this. I have to click this. There's no way that I can't click this. Why do you ask? I just wanted to say, I've come to enjoy your company more than I expected. You have a peculiar way of expressing gratitude, boy. I'll see you after dinner. We still have much to discuss. What the fuck are you talking about? Also, you fucking dead, you misgendered me. I'm not a boy, I'm they. They. Good morning, Page Darkness, Dementia Ravenway. I hope you don't mind that I called you by your name. If you do, I apologize. I learned it from Lord Otto, and I figured it'd be more polite than Bookbinder. We just moved on from that, huh? We just moved on from, like, I enjoyed last night. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you saying to me? You're living in the castle now, huh? How do you like it? That's manageable, my lord. Did you want something? Ah, yes. Could you wrap this book in leather for me? The drawing and inscription must not be visible. I would love to if you had a book with you. But the thing is, bud, is that you don't. And I'm assuming it's a bug. But the thing is, bud, you don't have that. So that's like kind of crazy. Stop looking at me like that. Stop looking at me like that. You can't... Okay, wait. We can also undo romancing the guy. That would be great. The game was like, why the fuck did you do that? Bug. Meow. Meow. Great. Thank you. Don't talk to me. You're still not holding a book, bud. You're not holding a book, bud. Bud, I'm clicking everywhere. Oh, the game is sick. Okay, well, I guess I'll send a bug report, and it's like time to end stream anyway, so... Isn't that what we all wanted? Sorry for feeling you up, bud. I'm just looking for the book that you apparently have. Maybe it's outside. Maybe it's in the chandelier. No, it's not. Can I... Is there a hotfix? Wait, let's see. Maybe restart the game. There is an update. There is an update. Let's start from here. Do this again. Game is very sick. Game is really sick. Could be sick or he wrong. You're not holding a book, Leon! 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 Alright, well... I'll take a... No, don't do that. I was trying to take a screenshot. I guess, okay. I'll take a screenshot and I'll send it to them and be like, hey, he's not holding a book. Hey. Maybe they'll save me. That's okay. It's time to end stream anyway. Holy shit, my throat hurts. Holy shit, my throat hurts, guys. It's bad. Holy shit. Oh my god. I haven't read that much in a while. It's been a while since I locked in like that bad. I had a great time though. Oh my god. All right, who's rateable? Oh, this person who we rated is playing RimWorld. Oh, Adam, no, go ahead. I love to raid friends or known streamers. You're a pink pony girl. Gufford. Oh! Gufford for stray cats. I'm taking you all to Gufford. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming to my stream today and listening to my horrible, horrible reading of this horrible video game. We'll continue on Monday when I actually have a voice, and hopefully they've patched the video game. Have a great weekend. I love you all very much. Kiss all these kitties for me. Goodbye!